climb up here to Montalban. Now, this place is known for its mountains and trails, and that is why today our teams will make that climb up that standings. Now, the air is chilly up here, but it's about to get hot with action only here at the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference, the heart of volleyball.
Step aside, I own this night. 차가운 시선도 out of sight. Pulse in my vein, it's electric gold. 내 불빛은 never cold. Light it up, no turning back. 세상 내 무대 track. 숨길 수 없어 내 vibe, so real the energy you gonna feel. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. 이 무대 위, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. 늦지 않아.
It's a mixture of veterans and youth presence here inside the Inares Center in Montalban. Aiza Maizo Puntillas and the Farm Fresh Foxies getting ready to go head-to-head against their counterpart, Jovelyn Gonzaga, and the rest of the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelts. Games today, we have a double-header in store for you here. Right now, we have the Galeries Tower High Risers going up against the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelts at 4 p.m. And after that, it's going to be another high-octane battle between Belo Belen and the Capital One Solar Spikers going up against Brooke Van Sickle and the rest of the next-led chameleons here in the All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League. Thank you for joining us. It's the 4th day of our tournament, and we are all excited to see all the teams playing here today with the player movements, the new coaching staff. But before anything else, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Miguel de Guzman, together with Coach Ronnie Manzano, and later in the broadcast, Lexi Rodriguez as well will be chiming in our conversation. You're tuned in on the One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Filipinas Live app. Coach Ronnie, let's start our discussion this morning, or this afternoon rather. It's the 4th day, nakita na po natin lahat ng teams na naglaro. All of them are already played here in the tournament, but of course, both of these teams that are playing today looking to get the first win in the win columns.
There's no doubt that all the teams are trying to look at making it right away at once to the next phase. But remember, kahit walang ma-out after the preliminary phase, it's very important that you get way up there or right in the midpoint of the team standings as early as possible. Mahirap mag-gabol pag ikaw yung nasa dulo. Kahit na may step ladder tayo, kahit na may play-in tayo, mabuti nang mas maganda yung estado, maga pa lamang. That's why top of mind for these two teams is a rebound win after losing their first match in the All-Filipino Conference.
It will be important to see how both of these teams will fare, but we talked about player movements, we talked about new coaching staff. Before anything else, Coach, may isa na kagad na nagpakitang gilas para dito sa Galeries. We have Erica Deloria.
Very good narrative for this young lady who, by the way, graduated as a magna cum laude in Endoran, BSBA Business Admin graduate, an MVP in the NAASCO for the Endoran Lady Titans, also an Athlete of the Year when she graduated. But the biggest narrative was that she was drafted into PVL being a non-UAAP nor an NCAA player, yet gaining a milestone one after the other. And the last year has been heaven sent for Erica Deloria. 20th pick overall, dalawa sila from their school drafted into the PVL or in the PVL. But more than that, from Charity wherein the team that drafted her, she has moved over to a different direction but continues to flourish in the last few years. Galing ito ng Bacolod Taitung. Ngayon, in the biggest stage, here in the PVL, playing and living her dreams.
Like what you said, Coach Ronnie, indeed one of the hardest workers here on the court today. Despite having a new team, Lexi able to show out already with 10 points. Coming in with her in this team is none other than their coach also, Coach Clarence Esteban, who I believe you had a conversation with earlier.
Yes, Miguel and Coach Ronnie, you know, there's lots of things, new year and new ways of coaching systems that, you know, these coaches are trying to embed on their teams as well. And I got the chance to speak with Coach Clarence, and he shared with me that, Erica could be one of the sparks, but right now they really are focusing more on individuality more than as a whole. And for them kasi, sometimes it's better to look inwards first rather than looking outwards and focusing on their teammates. Because, it's almost been a year since their last win, right?
345 days since we last said congratulations to this team. They've had 3 coaches in between, Coach Ronnie,
Yeah.
Lexi. So it's going to be interesting to see how this tournament, how this conference will pan out for the Galleries Tower
Yes.
High Risers.
Absolutely.
Now, you mentioned that they haven't seen a win in the past couple of years. They will be going up against a team that has gone 2-0 against them, Lexi. Talking about the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells.
Well, that's right, Miguel. You know what? Both of these teams are coming off their debut with losses on their first game. And, that might come off as something that a little bit degrading. But, I got the chance to speak with their coaching staff as well for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. And they told me, especially Coach Onyok and Coach Jerry, that there's lots of things that they want to adjust as well for the Thunderbells, but more importantly, it's really about trying to get that footing better here at the start. The last game was actually a wake-up call for them. I asked them, was it better than you guys expected? But what they said was, it's good that we noticed these things right off the bat. It's good that they were able to wake up, like what Clomon Dañado, their captain, has mentioned to me also. And for the first 4 games, Coach Jerry has this system where he'll try to rotate the players. That's why we won't be seeing action from Rachel Andakis today.
It's going to be interesting to see which players will be stepping up for Zeus Coffee in this tournament. Of course, Coach Ronnie, we know how much talent they added in the offseason. Talking about Zeus, but one player that stands out, probably the tallest in their team right now, Thea Gagate.
Well, definitely front and center when you talk about the future for this young franchise. We're talking about last year's Rookie of the Year, talking about the former top pick in the PVL draft. You're talking also about someone who was a 3-time UAAP best middle blocker, a UAAP champion as well, a member of the AVC Challenge Cup that won a historic bronze medal, a first medal for the Philippines in the last 63 years. We're also talking about someone who can carry the load at any given time for Coach Jerry. Definitely, sky's the limit. You talk about the upside and full potential of Thea Gagate, a former lady spiker, now also a big star here in the landscape of the PVL.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what else we are waiting for? And I'm sure the one who also does the heavy lifting for the PVL are the fans. And we are so excited to interact with you because the PVL is back and so is the Pilipinas Life Poll. You scroll down right below your screen and answer the question, which legendary lefty will push her team to a win? Is it the Galleries Tower High Risers ng Aiza Maizo Pontillas or number 8 of the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells, Jobs Gonzaga? You can also join in the conversation using the hashtag PVL2026. Now, Miguel and Coach Ronnie, what else should we look forward to in this match?
What else shall we look forward to? Of course, who will get the first breakthrough here in the All-Filipino Conference? That's one. And will we be seeing what we are expecting of the veterans and of course the young and hungry players here in the PVL All-Filipino Conference?
Coach Ronnie, sorry, let me just butt in kasi
Go ahead.
excited na ako makita kung ano yung magiging sagot sa mga katanungan mo. When we return, it will be game time between Galleries Tower High Risers and the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. But before that, we will be leaving you with this VTR called Heart Reconnected.
Hi, we're Gonzakis and we're back. Sapa, lakas kami sa'yo.
Dahil ang lipis kasi ng
And we're
boses
back.
mo.
Hi, we're Gonzakis and we're back.
Dahil nasa Zeus Coffee ka na, ano sa tingin mo ang makakontribute mo sa Zeus Fund?
Best contribution ko for Zeus is showing up myself every day kung sino talaga ako.
Yeah.
Kasi skills nandun na sa kanila eh. So siguro yung discipline, paano ako tumagal sa industriya, kung paano ako makisama sa coach, kung paano ako sumunod, paano ako makisama sa teammates ko. leading by example. Ganun
Yes.
naman ako sa lahat ng napupuntahan ko.
Sa ilang years naming friendship, very hands-on si Rachel. Wala ka nang iisipin, kundi sarili mo na lang. So simula nang dumating siya, alam ko na magpe-perform lang ako, Rach will handle the rest. Pag magkasama kami sa court, ako yung tipo ng tao na tahimik lang dapat. Nag-focus na ako sa laro ko. Kasi mas lumalabas yung laro ko pag tahimik lang ako. So nung dumating ako sa ZUS, naging madaldal ako. Kasi need ko i-push yung mga bata. So ngayon, sabi niya, Day, andito na ako. Focus ka na sa laro mo. And ako nang bahala sa'yo sa court. Actually, Day, last conference, ikaw talagang una ko din naisip nung umabot kami ng final.
Yeah, minessage siya ako doon.
Oo, kasi parang ang sarap sa feeling na sana kasama ko si Rachel naglalaro for
Sa
the
finals,
championship
oo.
sa final. So, namimiss ko yung
Dahil ang dami
fire.
natin experience
Ang
na
dami na-
magkasama ng
Yeah,
finals.
together.
Iba yung puso talaga na.
Manifesting,
Yes.
walang imposible. Actually,
Trabaho lang yan.
nagsimula kami sa ZUS na wala namang expectations.
Yes.
Purely, hustle lang, trabaho lang ng
Puso
trabaho.
lang.
So, lalo nandito yung Rachel. Lucky charm natin to. Lucky charm. Tara na.
Ano na-instill mo?
Number 17, Deloria. Their starting leader, number 16, Dolly versus head coach is Mr. Clarence Esteban. Now let's see their Zeus Coffee Volleyball. Starting with their team captain, number 21, at number 3, Gagate. Jersey number 8, Jungle Gonzaga. At number 10, Chief Arroyo. Number 17, Florence. Jersey number 19, Lisa Gonzalez. And their starting leader, number 16, Alexa Evo. Gagate coach is Mr. Onyo Medina. This match is under the supervision of the Kings and Amusement Group.
So here are your starters for this afternoon. Galleries Tower High Risers with Jean Asis, Baliton, Pontillas, Coronel as their team captain. Gil Pascual, Deloria, and Dolly Versosa will start as the libero. Meanwhile, for Zeus, it will be Thea Gagate and Riza Nogales as their middles. Jobs Gonzaga, Clo Mondoñedo, Chini Arroyo, and Fiola Ceballos wrap up the starting lineup with their starting libero, Alyssa Iroa. Thank you for joining us here on the Pilipinas Live app and on One Sports and One Sports Plus. You're watching the 2026 All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League.
Alyssa Iroa had a fantastic run last year, especially in the reinforced conference, showing us that she still has a lot of fuel left in her tank, but more importantly, reestablishing herself as one of the best defensive specialists here in the PVL.
That's right, Coach Ronnie, and it's going to be quite a challenge for Galleries to go through this defense of Zeus Coffee. As you mentioned, Alyssa Iroa, one of the best floor defenders here in the league. But of course, they also have a towering duo of Thea Gagate and Riza Nogales.
Well, on the flip side, let's see how Isa Maiso plays in her second match. Turning a new direction in her dual journey in Philippine volleyball.
Action is underway as Juju Coronel starts things off with the opening serve. And Nogales starts the scoring for Zeus Coffee. They are now up 1-0.
Nogales scored 12 points. Was the second leading scorer behind the 15-point output of Thea Gagate. Also had 3 blocks in that 4-set loss at the hands of the Capital One Solar Spikers.
Chini Arroyo now serving for Zeus. It's their first time at the service line. Bump set to Isa Maiso Pontillas. Well read by Iroa. Mondoñedo to Arroyo. Back row attack is good for Chini.
We talk about the narratives for these outstanding former student athletes. And like Chini Arroyo, was quite quiet in her collegiate career, but suddenly in the PVL getting extended playing time, getting more exposure, and up to the task really. One of the leading players, one of the top scorers for this team.
Good showing for her also in their previous match. Mondoñedo will set up to Ceballos this time, who will run out of space. Point goes to Galleries.
Out of sync in that last offensive sequence. Galleries, in their 3-set loss to Signal, only had a total of 24 attack points in 3 sets. Definitely they need more against the Zeus Thunderbells.
Mondoñedo activating Nogales. Second point already for the middle blocker.
High Towers just had 2 blocks to Signal's 8. And this is something that they'll be needing against the towering front line of the Thunderbells.
Replay of that quick attack from Nogales, who is at the service line right now. Juju opens up. Deloria checked at the net. Good cover by Dolly Versosa. Isa Maiso with a good attack off the hands of Chini Arroyo for the point.
Excellent shift from the left pin to the right. And Isa Maiso, unmolested for a brief moment with his underhand set coming from Coronel, finds the seam in the double block defense.
Gina Asis off the Galleries Tower with the serve. Mondoñedo goes to Gonzaga with a cross. Well read by Juju. Asis doing the setting duties and gets the point again is Isa Maiso Pontillas.
There's no way that Isa Maiso will be contained to a 5 of 30 showing in this match. Although she had 7 digs out of 17 attempts, definitely we know that Isa Maiso more capable of a 5-point output.
Asis with a serve. Service error as that goes straight to the net.
Stops a scoring run here for the Galleries High Towers. Restores a 1-point lead for Zeus.
Jovelyn Gonzaga, 3-time best opposite spiker in the V-League. Up to serve now for Zeus. That will sail outside. Barely missing the line, Coach Ronnie.
Gonzaga also looking for a better showing. High risers, rather, against the Thunderbells.
Isa with the serve. Mondoñedo to Gagate this time. Checked. Ceballos will roll it to the other side. Coronel, bump set. Free ball Zeus. Clo to the middle. Scoring Gagate.
A second point for Gagate. And again, the challenge for the high risers. to be able to guard that spot. Angled hit at the middle for the towering Thea Gagate. 3-time UAP best middle blocker. 2 years as a member already of the national team, the Alas national team.
Back row attack from Gail Pascual stops the scoring run of
From the
Zeus.
back row, that pipe play for the former Lady Blazers as she scores her first point. Interestingly enough, some of the players that used to see action for the high risers of Galleries have moved over to the other side. Move over to the Zeus Thunderbells. Sa bagay, sa dami ng galawan ng mga players, hindi ka na magtataka.
That's right. And both of these teams, Coach Ronnie, sila ang pinakamaraming new acquisitions the past off-season. Talking about both of these squads. Back row attack from Galleries. Deloria able to dig this one. Bump set, they go to Gale. Eroa has been establishing that floor defense for them. Gonzaga will set this up to Arroyo. Long rally here. Coronel to the middle. Baliton. Sinungkit ni Mondoñedo. Point goes
So
to
far, so
Galleries.
good here in set 1 para dito sa Galleries. After a match that saw them score 17 points, the most in a single set. So far here, staying toe-to-toe. Having a 1-point lead here after the first 11 points against Zeus Coffee.
Erica Deloria, the highest scorer in their previous matchup at the service line. Arroyo checked at the net. Gagate tips it over. And this will be a kill block for the Galleries.
So net defense, not really that outstanding yet, but the floor defense of the high risers has been on point. And even against that play, right there, Gagate able to keep that ball, return that ball and score. Good scoring run here for the Galleries high risers.
They now serve with a 2-point lead. They target Gonzaga. Mondoñedo had to adjust. Arroyo off the hands of the blockers.
China Arroyo 11 of 55 versus the Capital One Solar Spikers. Arroyo delivered 11 points to be the second leading scorer or third leading scorer behind the 15 of Gagate and the 12 of Nogales.
As Gagate rotates to the service line, Nogales in front again. But that error gives away the point. Galleries with the lead 8-6 as we head to our technical timeout.
Welcome back, PVL fans. You're still tuning in the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells going against the Galleries Tower High Risers, with the High Risers actually leading this match early on in this first set. And if there's anything about the PVL that we love, and that is because things can change fast. And that is what we've seen so far early on this match. You know, this conference has brought in new additions across teams, and you can feel that adjustment period, especially in the opening set. Which reminds me what Jobs Gonzaga and I were talking about earlier before this game. She said, you know, that's where veterans really come in, and the way that they've been growing ever since, being able to move from one team to another, that is where growth comes in for them veterans. And through that process, she added, you learn to adapt faster and you give your team stability as well. Now, Miguel and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you for that report. Lexi, you talked about moving from one team to another. 7 new players here for Galleries. Meanwhile, Zeus Coffee, Coach Ronnie, has 6 new players. But before that, we take a look at the spike of the set, brought to you by Dunkin'. Pasalubok ng Bayan.
What a big turnaround here in set 1 for the high risers. We'll deal more about that, the report by Lexi later. You talk about player movement in the professional ranks, and definitely that's a part of life as a pro athlete. Cannot look back, you just always have to take the next step and always do your best, and that's the sign of a true professional. Hindi ka pwedeng mamili.
That's right, Coach
Pwede
Ron.
mo lang galingan at sipagan sa bawat ensayo at kada laro.
When the opportunity rises, take it. Just like what Deloria has done for Galleries. Pascual with the tip to the other side. Mondoñedo keeps it up. Arroyo will roll it to the other side. Coronel to Pascual. Second try. Checked again. Mondoñedo with a good hustle.
Excellent play by Mondoñedo.
Long rally here. Juju to the running Baliton. Good hop by Gonzaga. Checked at the net to Arroyo. Ball is still alive.
Oh.
Not anymore.
What's hurting Zeus here is the number of errors that they have committed.
Yola Ceballos already with 2 in this set. Coach Ronnie.
I believe already they have a total of 5 errors, unforced errors here in this set alone. That's 50% of the total output of Galleries.
Galleries taking advantage. Coronel keeps the ball up. Pascual, free ball to Zeus. Clo goes to the middle. The hot hand Nogales, well read by Juju. From the pipe they go. Eroa bumps it to Arroyo.
Who's been defended well.
Versosa, the libero for Galleries, was a spiker.
Another long rally.
Pascual off the block this time, Coach Ronnie.
And Gay Pascual, remember, was a decorated player, a highly decorated player for the Lady Blazers with Coach Jerry Yee. This is an NCAA champion and definitely a legit star here in the PVL given the exposure.
The lead has ballooned to 4 for Galleries. Nogales was dug by Galleries. Maizo Pontillas down the line she goes.
You talk about someone leading by example, and definitely Aiza Maizo showing us that this is the Aiza Maizo of old. 5 points in their last loss. 3 points already out of the first 12 points. 5-point lead, biggest here in this set so far. Para dito sa Galleries.
Zeus Coffee will call for a timeout. Let's listen into this huddle. Five-point lead already for Galleries. Starting strong here, taking advantage of the error-filled start of Zeus. As you take a look at the next game's finalists, we have the next lead chameleon, Coach Itore, watching.
Coach Ettore Guidetti and of course Lucille Almonte sharing some insights. Coming off an outstanding come-from-behind win that took 5 sets in their first match against the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Beside them also, they have Nike watching together with Jobs Fernandez.
Right. Former Soaring Falcon as well, like Almonte.
Gonzaga, checked by Pascual. Coronel goes to Gale. That looked low. And it is. It will be called not over. Point goes to Zeus.
Or touches violation. Finally, Pascual is checked, but not by the defense. They're challenging this, looking for a block touch perhaps.
This will be the first challenge called in this match, Coach Ronnie.
Very hot start for the high risers after Zeus took control early.
So far, Coach Ronnie, up to this point in this match, it's the same story for both teams. Zeus starting slow in their match against Capital One, dropping the first 2 sets. Meanwhile, Galleries started strong. Take a look at this challenge. The result,
They called it right.
will be successful
So
here for
Pascual
Galleries.
has not yet been checked. Pascual and Maizo at the forefront of this first set surge para dito sa Galleries high risers.
So Galleries maintains this rotation. They have a full front line with Juju serving.
Excellent ball distribution so far for this national team mainstay, Juju Coronel.
Mondoñedo to Nogales. 3rd point now for Riza.
Gagate and Nogales with 5 of the first 8 points for Zeus. That's been their best scoring option at the middle. Let's see if they can minimize their error count moving forward here in set 1.
Chini Arroyo starts this rally off with the serve. Bump set to AMP. Mondoñedo now. Eroa will do the setting duties. Gonzaga goes line, but Versosa was there. Mondoñedo will set up Ceballos. Looking for her first points of this match is Fiola. Go back set to Jove. Checked and rejected by Asis.
Arroyo was right there for the coverage. Gonzaga once again tried to pounce on this reverse set. But again, the defense of Gagate is showing us that they have sharpened their floor defense and their net defense coming into play in that last sequence.
Good service there from Pascual.
And again, tight.
Gonzaga had to adjust it to hit the antenna, which gives Galleries another point in this match.
Another error here for Galleries, or rather for Zeus.
Six-point lead now for Galleries, the biggest in the match so far. Gail Pascual getting ready to serve. Iroa with the perfect reception. Nogales spikes it. And there will be a net touch called. Point will be awarded to Zeus Coffee. Nogales rotates to the service line. Gagate now in front with Ceballos and Gonzaga for Zeus. Now, can they go on a run here?
Nogales, former best middle blocker in the PVL Invitational Conference from Sorsogon.
And the blocking starting to come alive here for Zeus. Gonzaga tallying one. Take a look at this replay, Coach Ronnie.
Again, they had more blocks compared to Signal in their first loss. Something that's expected for this team that's really quite tall. With Nogales, Gagate, and even Gonzaga helping out with their net defense.
Pascual from the back row. Mondoñedo goes to Gagate.
Again, Mondoñedo continues to milk that possession. Keep going to the richest source of points. Down 5, behind 3 at this stage.
Quick attack by Gagate. Cuts down the lead of Galleries. Nogales with the serve. Juju sets up Deloria. Gonzaga keeps it up. Mondoñedo goes to Ceballos. Checked at the net. Juju back set. Aiza will get rejected by the Zeus Coffee defense. A while ago, it was Zeus who called timeout. Coach Ronnie, now it's Gallery's turn to call their troops in this huddle. Let's listen in to Coach Clarence.
Jules, ano usapan natin pag pupunta yung bola doon? May pang-opposite eh. Predictable, nandun na lahat yung spike. Tapos si Job yun nandun, magaling mablock eh. So kailangan paggalawin mo yung ano doon. I-activate mo si gitna, tapos yung 5 tsaka ano. Kailangan mo natin maka-receive para maka-atake tayo ng malakas. Okay? Dahan-dahan lang, lamang pa tayo ng dalawa. Huwag kayong marating sa loob, walang marating sa loob.
Hey, Galleries, fight!
Coach Ronnie, Coach Clarence Esteban asking for more middle action from Coronel. So far in this match, only Baliton has scored in the middle for Galleries.
With their middle, or rather with their floor defense working well for them, that is something that Juju Coronel can definitely activate. Let's see how she does in this ensuing sequence.
Asis in front for Galleries.
That's a big one.
A lethal attacker. Galleries getting a point after that timeout. Jean now heads to the service line.
Gail Pascual, explosive performance today. Maybe perhaps challenged by the fact that she used to play for the Thunderbells in the previous conference. 2 points in their last loss. Talk about the performance of Gail Pascual.
Block point here for Galleries. Just like that, they have re-established their lead to 4 as we head into the second technical timeout of our first set. Good start here from the Galleries Tower High Risers. Pontillas with 3, Pascual with 5, and Baliton with 2. Up next, we have this team facing off next led in the next game. Coach George De Brito together with his wife and family. They will see action later against next led. Rachel Dakis, we featured her in the pre-game together with AC Minor.
AC Minor, of course, will still be sitting out for Zeus Coffee. Their leading local scorer, by the way, in the Reinforced Conference. And remember, this is a team that placed second to Petrogas.
Combination play, well read by Asis. Good dig. Deloria will go for the attack, and point goes to Galleries.
Magna cum laude. Business Athlete of the Year. From Naascu as an MVP to the MPVA to the PVL as a second-round pick.
She's already found a home here in the Galleries Tower High Risers.
Very promising.
Drop by Peñafiel. Deloria will send the free ball. Let's see who Mondoñedo will go to. Gagate gets the point for Zeus.
Simple lang dito yung pamantayan. As we take a look at this last point coming from Zeus at that spot once again. Para sa Galleries, in transition, they have to score. Dahil pag bumalik at napunta sa gitna, kadalasan puntos na para dito sa Zeus Coffee.
Back set from Coronel. Pontillas will drop it, but Eroa was there. Peñafiel will roll it to the other side.
Wow.
Goes back to Pontillas, but they will not be able to send it over.
Second miss for Isa Maizo. Pontillas. Galleries still ahead, but only by 3 points. Zeus Coffee putting more pressure sa Zeus middle hitters. Sa Galleries, wing spikers naman ang gumagana.
That's right, Coach Ronnie. For Zeus Coffee, Gagate with 4, Nogales with 3 to lead their scorers. Pontillas trying to outsmart the net defense of Zeus.
Very lucky teammates. Will be able to learn a lot from Isa Maizo Pontillas. Pick her brains. Watch how she prepares. Watch the mindset as well. And you will not go wrong.
Coach Ronnie, for Galleries, they also found a veteran presence, one that they badly needed in the locker room. Talking about Isa Maizo Pontillas to guide this young squad led by Juju and Asis. Mondoñedo goes to Arroyo from the pipe. No go. Pontillas sends it over. Peñafiel down the line. Outside. Point goes to Galleries.
Arroyo, Gonzaga, and the rest of the wing spikers still trying to get untracked. And just like that, Zeus once again will be down by 5 points. Galleries holding tough. Again, the error count mounting here for the Thunderbells.
Gagate well defended by Baliton. Pascual from the back row once again. Eroa's hustle keeps the ball alive, but Peñafiel sends it straight to the net.
Another attack error for the white shirts. I will not be surprised if the error count stands at 8 right now for Zeus Coffee. Down 6, set 1.
Tama sa kamay, dito lang mapit sa likod eh. Para pumunta dun yung bola. Ha? Tara, tara, tara.
Zeus Coffee calling and using their final timeout. 6 points separating them in the Galleries Tower High Risers, who are 5 points away from taking set number 1 against the silver medalist of our previous conference.
Again, against the Signal Super Spikers, they only scored at the most in a single set, 17 points. Right now, already with 20 against Zeus Coffee.
Gagate going for that short slide. No go. Deloria challenging the blockers. Arroyo was there to go for the cover. Peñafiel is checked by Baliton. Juju, sinilip yung blockers. Goes to the middle. Ball is still alive.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mondoñedo to Gagate. Well read by Pascual. Deloria off the hands of Gagate and Mondoñedo.
What about the thumbprint of Rose Baliton in that last sequence? Tignan natin yung effort play dito ni Baliton. This one. You see that?
Nahabol pa. Right place at the right time, Coach Ronnie.
Nakawit. Iba na yung matangkad at mahaba. Biggest lead right now enjoyed by Galleries. Up 7 against the Thunderbells.
Good presence of mind from Baliton. Now, after that clarification on who's gonna serve, they have the veteran, Maizo
Sayang.
Pontillas.
Sayang kung magbibigay ka ng free point.
3-point, yes. You know what? With a good reception, and once again, as expected, Mondoñedo activating Gagate in that sequence.
And so far, seemingly unstoppable at that spot. Former #1 pick. And last year's Rookie of the Year. A national player.
And Coach Ronnie, the first ever draft pick here in the PVL.
Right.
Joust at the net is won by Zeus.
Imagine first pick ever. And then Rookie of the Year at the bat.
Coronel
Smart.
with the good push. And coming from the same draft class, Coach Ronnie.
Lost in the equation, of course, is the excellence of Juju Coronel in terms of running the offense. Talked about the fact that Galleries only had 24 attack points. They were 24 of 128. That's very low compared to the 46 attack points of Signal against them. Well, so far here in set 1, it has been the high risers in the driver's seat.
Mondoñedo needs to get this offense going. She gets the first ball, which means Gonzaga will do the setting duties. Gagate sends it outside.
Errors. Continues to hurt Zeus Coffee.
Deloria now heading to the service line. 2 points away from winning their first set here in the All-Filipino Conference. Ceballos, perfect reception. Gagate finds the back line.
On that zero tempo play. Kanina yung palo niya previous to that medyo malayo. Eto, pag ganyan kalapit sa net, napakahirap bantayan, napakahirap pigilan.
Gagate serving for Zeus. Versosa had some trouble with the reception there. Pascual challenging the blockers. Free ball, Galleries, Juju, Pascual again, cross this time, Ceballos reading that like a book. Gagate saves it, thought that was gonna go outside, Coach.
Yes.
Juju wants to end this rally. Goes to Deloria, no go, Mondoñedo, their chance is good for Zeus.
Last push para sa Zeus Coffee. And again, Nogales and Gagate almost exclusively scoring here for the Thunderbells. But the Wing Spikers, they have to do their share to help out. Zeus Coffee eat up the remaining 6-point lead for the high risers.
5 attack points rather, and 1 block for Gagate. Pascual asking for the check, and it will be given to her by our first referee.
That was in, by the way, for Gail Pascual, who's been super here in set 1. I believe they only won 2 sets in the previous Reinforced Conference.
That's right, Coach Ronnie. And we mentioned it's been almost a year since their last win
Isipin mo
here in
yun?
the PVL.
Oh.
So from the on-tour,
Feb
invitational,
2025.
etc. Yes.
And right, it's Feb 2026.
Yes.
Looking for a breakthrough.
Alvarez with a good serve. Zeus had some trouble receiving that one. Pontillas, Coronel to the running assist. Sayang, Coach. Nadaplisan lang siya as that ball was heading outside.
But they still have 6 set points in their pockets. Coronel trying to go for this slide play. Ambushed. Return to sender. Offensive block for Zeus Coffee.
Assist, another
Nice
first-round
play.
draft pick here.
Correct.
For Galleries. Mondoñedo goes to Arroyo.
Finally, Arroyo breaks through. Persistence is the name of the game for Chini Arroyo, who played for NU in college, by the way.
5 points separating Zeus and Galleries. Juju bump set to the pipe. Deloria outside.
Another set point saved.
String of points forces Coach Clarence to call in the troops. Coach Ronnie, let's listen to their huddle.
yan doon pagka ano, laging humingi ng bola para naka-rain ka. Tapos, sa dulo, habaan mo lang. Kaya mo naman eh. Taas mo lang yung palo mo. Jump high, spike high. Okay ka na doon. Chin, sipagan ang pasok. Sipagan, okay? Isa rin yan yun, ha? Okay? Isa na lang to, isa na lang. Okay? Isang magandang malinis na galaw lang. Okay?
Sige, dito muna tayo. Okay, sila, one na.
Coach Esteban giving instructions to Gail Pascual and what she should do on offense. She leads all scorers for Galleries. 6 points.
6 hard-earned points, mostly in transition.
Coronel goes to Pascual. Can she end it? And she will. Answers the call of Coach Clarence Esteban. And just like that, Coach Ronnie, Galleries takes the first set, 25-20. Take a look at the last point scored by Pascual.
And Coach Clarence Esteban called it. Jump high, spike high. No problem after they called timeout. Winning their first set, but more importantly, putting Zeus Coffee on their heels with that impressive come-from-behind win, referring to the Galleries High Risers.
25-20. When we return, it will be set 2. You're watching Galleries versus Zeus in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. (25-20). Galleries coming out on top in the first set against Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. Coach Ronnie, good start by Galleries, taking advantage of the slow start by Zeus.
A very good start. Remember that this team only scored 42 points in total in 3 sets. Against Signal, 17 in the first, 14 in the second, 11 only in the third and final set. But today is a different day. Given the chance to play once more for their different team, the players of Coach Clarence Esteban has embraced the challenge. And Isa Maiso took it upon herself to set a good example. And then Gail Pascual happened for the Galleries High Risers. And they talk about composure and stability. There's Juju Coronel to the rescue for Galleries. As to take a look at the numbers. Outstanding attack numbers for Galleries. 15 out of 25 from the attack zone. And then the blocking also. But definitely those 8 errors hurt Zeus. Losing their lead, inability to put a lot of pressure eventually against Galleries. And when you have 6 set points, even if you make miscues in the end, eventually that's enough investment to be able to deflate a possible uprising from the other team.
And Coach Ronnie, to complement the 15 attacks of Galleries, let's take a look. They also had 20 excellent digs on 36% success.
Wow.
In that previous set.
Very impressive. That was the floor defense I was referring to earlier. Nung hindi pa gumagana yung blocking, ang tibay ng floor defense na paulit-ulit na nakaka-transition plays sila. Doon kumonekta si Gail Pascual sa mga transition plays.
Different game plan here, Coach Ronnie, for both setters. Mondoñedo activating the middles early. Meanwhile, Coronel doing a great job in making the middles and the blocking of Zeus chase. Left pin ba, right pin ba yung atake pang gagalingan nila? Or the back row, Coach?
Correct. Challenge right now for the High Risers is to contain, of course, Gagate and Nogales. But of course, for Zeus, their wing spikers have to deliver as well here. In spite of the fact that Nogales and Gagate have been dominant figures for them after set 1.
Good dig from Mondoñedo. Arroyo is checked at the net. Joust at the net. Versosa, bump set. They go to Deloria, no go. Eroa to Gonzaga. Another long rally here to start the second set. But there will be a whistle and a point will be awarded to Zeus. A net violation will be called on Asis, Coach Ronnie.
Asis has been very busy trying to cover the net here for the high risers against her taller counterparts.
Coach Ronnie, napapansin ko yung mga rally natin sa game na to.
Haba, ang dami.
That's right. Kung hindi patay kagad ng middle, ang hahaba.
Yes.
Either or lang yun nangyayari.
Correct.
Zeus Coffee, strong start here, Coach Ronnie. Back-to-back points now for the Thunderbells.
Similar start to what we saw in set 1. Zeus holding an early lead.
They go to Asis. Eroa keeps it up. Free ball. Goes to the side of Galleries. Juju had to move Aiza out of the way there. Bump set to Gonzaga down the line. Pascual once again. Cross court. Getting the point for Galleries.
Pascual again putting enough spin and enough force over the blockers, going diagonal. This one. What about Coronel chiming again, locating and providing Gail Pascual those excellent sets.
Coach Ronnie, I also want to highlight Dolly Versosa, who's come into this game as a libero despite playing as a spiker in their previous.
Correct. Na dating naglaro para sa Zeus.
That's right.
Versosa, of course, just like Chola Alvarez, comes from JRU. Jose Rizal University in the NCAA.
Sheeny Arroyo heads to the service line with 5 to her name. Oh, this will be an ace for Sheeny.
I thought that Gail Pascual hesitated a bit, thought that the ball would sail out, but eventually tried to retrieve, tried to go for that pass.
First ace of the match, Coach Ronnie, based on our statistics that we're seeing here right now, but she sends that outside as we wait for the Galleries to serve. Lexi Rodriguez has a report for us, Coach.
Thanks, Miguel and Coach Ronnie. You know, as you mentioned, this set has looked a lot better for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells than the first. While on the other side of the court, the Galleries Tower High Risers are still continuing to try to find that momentum that they had initially. Now, believe it or not, this is just the 4th game that this group has played together, and the chemistry that we're seeing on the floor is starting to come through, especially on that first set. According to Drew Coronel, you know, she said that they're doing a great job trying to maximize all their hitters and the middles, and while each player is focused on giving their best individually, the bigger goal right now is really breaking through and coming together as one unit all throughout the sets that they play. And Drew said that when this team is calm, relaxed, and, you know, simply just enjoying the game, that's when they play their best volleyball, and that's exactly what we're trying to see all throughout the first few minutes of this match. Miguel and Coach Ronnie.
Thanks for that report, Lexi. 2 words that stood out for me: calm and relaxed. Coach Ronnie, that's how Galleries has been playing here in this match so far.
But so far, they have to play with more urgency here as Zeus has rebounded from a first set loss to a 5-point lead here in set number 2. Errors to a bare minimum, and their defense on point here, especially when we talk about blocking.
Coach Ronnie, you talked about errors. First 10 points of Galleries, 5 of those came from the errors of Zeus.
Diba?
Doing a better job here at controlling that as Ceballos gets the point off the hands of the blockers. Just like that, Coach Ronnie, Zeus Coffee now up 8-2. But there will be a challenge before they head to the bench. So if this is an unsuccessful challenge, Coach Ronnie, we will be heading to our first technical timeout. Otherwise, we go into the side of Galleries with a score of 7-3. And the result will be... That's close, but that is called outside. That confirms the call of our first referee. We will be heading to our first technical timeout. Zeus is up 8-2 this time against Galleries.
2 Galleries Tower High Risers.
We are starting the year strong with the All-Filipino Conference, which is now in full swing. Watch it on the Filipinas Live app anytime and anywhere. It's also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Back to the ball game, Coach Ronnie. Zeus 6-point advantage over Galleries here with the high risers with a 1-0 lead.
Quick rebound here. Excellent recovery for the Thunderbells after that first set loss.
Coronel trying to activate Baliton, gets the point right away for Galleries.
And that was against Thea Gagate. Thea Gagate earlier we highlighted who had five blocks out of the 15-point output that she contributed against Capital One Solar Spikers.
Mundoniedo to Gagate, back-to-back points for Baliton.
Rose Baliton, meanwhile, 2 points. In their first loss against Signal. Very active today. Aggression is the name of the game for Rose Baliton.
In just the second set, Coach Ronnie, she's already doubled her output. 4 points recorded by Baliton in this game so far.
You cannot overlook the Bionic Elonga. One of very few players coming out of her school.
Coach Ronnie, that's one thing you love about Jovelyn. Court vision. Ang galing humanap ng butas ni Gonzaga pagdating sa opensa. Yung Pascual stops the bleeding there, gets the point for Galleries. Take a look at this combination play.
Continues to flourish with Juju Coronel once again setting her up. Down 4.
Deloria with the serve. Ceballos finds a hole in the defense.
Defense was guarding long. Ceballos, who like Arroyo was contained in the first set, going for that drop shot, beating the defense of Dali Versosa. 10 in the set for Zeus.
Better efficiency here for Ceballos.
Mas maayos na basa ng depensa.
Pascual with 2 hands sends it over. Gonzaga to Arroyo. Cross is well read by Versosa. Pascual tries again. This time, Ceballos with a good dig. Gonzaga D-ball, no go. Pipe, they go, and that will sail outside.
Ball is out.
Long on the pipe.
11-5.
Sabi mo nga, the shoe is on the other foot. More errors right now para dito sa Galleries, and it will cost them another point, down 6.
Similar score to what we saw in the first set, Coach Ronnie. Flipping it in terms of which team is on top. Zeus now with the 6-point lead. Pascual, Eroa had no trouble there. 1-2 play by Mondoniedo. Coronel answers right back. High free ball here for Galleries. Juju with the push. And she will get the point.
What about that last play between Maiso and Coronel? After this sky ball coming from Chine Arroyo, it also helps that Coronel is quite tall as a playmaker.
Coronel, one of the most athletic setters, Coach Ronnie.
Indeed.
Also can play as a spiker. At one point, she also plays as a spiker here for Galleries in the previous conferences. Mondoniedo with a bump set to Arroyo, who's checked at the net. Deloria handles this. Coronel to the hot hand Pascual. Ceballos steady with her backline defense here. Coronel D-ball set to Pontillas. Eroa able to read that one. Ceballos and Eroa, Coach Ronnie, walang lumalapag sa likod para dito sa Zeus.
Para mga pader.
Talking about the spiking setter, Coach Ronnie.
You see?
Coronel ends that rally with a hit off the hands of the blockers.
And she scored 2 of the last 3 points here.
Zeus Coffee
This one against her national team teammate,
24.
Gagate.
Pontillas switching roles there with Coronel doing the setting duties in that sequence. They now have Baliton getting ready to serve.
Baliton.
Smelling like a rose given her performance in set 1.
Good serve here, forces a misreception. Baliton with a dig. He go cross. And Galleries cuts down the lead to 3, Coach Ronnie.
What about that delivery coming from the Aces? Coronel with that low set. Look at the placement, long and deep. From Santa Maria, Ilocos Sur.
Baliton.
Baliton. Serving. Gonzaga with a good reception there. Coronel wasting no time, already with 4 points. Juju aggressive at the net. Pipe set to Deloria. Eroa has been superb in this set, leading to that point by Arroyo.
Arroyo more productive here in this set.
Take a look at the spike of the set, brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan.
Just have to point out that Micah Ortiz had a hand in that last point,
12.
delaying the second blocker. Micah Ortiz, another veteran, formerly of UST, just like Isa Maiso Pontillas.
Ito yung ikot na sinasabi nila Coach Jerry. Mike Ortiz in the game for Thea Gagate. Coronel to the pipe once again. They've established that set in this match. Ball is still alive. Arroyo sends it over. Free ball, Galleries. A little bit low there.
Matugales will touch the net. So it still worked for the Asis and Juju Coronel.
Lucky break there for Galleries. Take a look at that replay once again. On her way down, Coach Ronnie. Clips the top of the net.
Clear as day.
Coronel now with a service. Full front line for Galleries. Mondoñedo goes to Nogales for that quick attack.
Super quick for Nogales.
Hey, Coach Ronnie, that's what makes Zeus deadly. They've established the presence of their middles offensively and defensively.
Right. And then the emergence of the wing spikers have also come into play here in set 2.
As we know also, Versosa with a good hustle. Deloria, can she keep the ball up? Nope, it will not cross.
That doesn't cross.
Going back to my point, Coach Ronnie, once they've established that blocking, the floor defense follows.
Yes.
And if you have Ceballos and Eroa, hirap putasan ng depensa nito. Take a look at this block by Zeus. Gonzaga will pass this over to the other side. Free ball, Galleries. Pascual, Coronel to the middle. Asis.
Too much overshoots.
No touch called, and a point will be awarded to Zeus.
After the score lines to the 12-9, just a 3-point lead for Zeus. Suddenly, Zeus comes up with a 3-point run to restore a 6-point edge.
Mondoñedo at the service line. Gonzaga tries to defend Pascual's spike. Pontillas off the hands of Arroyo and Nogales.
Good decision from Juju Coronel to shift the action from left pin to the right. And Isa Maiso once again showing us that vast experience, that hitting skill, and the precision that goes.
I just want to point out as well the confidence in the setting and the playmaking of Juju Coronel in this game, Coach Ronnie.
There's no doubt that she's one of the top playmakers right now in the country. That's why she's a part of the national team. And definitely a cornerstone of this franchise.
Set location on point, regardless if it's an overhand set or an underhand set. Doing a good job and proving to be a threat at the net as well. Sets up Deloria for that point. They once again, Coach, cut down the lead to 3.
3-point run. Zeus comes up with their own version of 3-point surge. And Galleries once again fires back with a 3-point mini run here in set number 2.
Kita naman eh. Dito, paninipis na sa kami. Pasok mo.
Lisa, nandito tayo, okay? Patay tayo, ha? Huwag ka na mag-attempt na kukuha ka na sila. Okay lang, wala na yun. One, two, three! Zeus, importante po kasi.
In that huddle, you see the leadership of their setter, Clo Mondoñedo, who's also a multi-awarded setter in the NCAA, Coach Ronnie.
Yes. And an NCAA champion as well.
Champion in the NCAA, bringing that winning tradition to the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. at the service line. Gail
Ladies down to
Pascual
3.
getting
Back at
ready
the
to serve
service zone
for Galleries this time.
Gail Pascual.
Another former Lady Blazer.
Klo goes to the middle. Nogales is checked and well read by Galleries. Back set to Puntillas. There's a whistle. There'll be a replay signaled by our first referee, Jovin Racelis.
Point will be replayed.
That means Pascual will head back to the service line this time. And looks like both teams agreed to this.
Pascual.
No protest to that call made by our first referee, Mondoñedo, to Gonzaga. They go for that combination, Coach Ronnie. And just like that, they've also established a 4-point lead as we head to the second technical timeout.
Second technical timeout. 16. Zeus Coffee Thunderbirds. 12. Galleries Sour High Risers.
Four-point advantage. Zeus Coffee looks like they've found their footing here in the second set. It's been a battle between two setters, Clo Mondoñedo and Juju Coronel. 9 excellent sets for Clo, 5 for Juju, but Juju already has 4 points to her name here in this match.
The scoring setter helping out the Galleries high risers rally earlier to cut the lead to about 2 points. But then, former third pick overall, Risa Nogales, formerly of the UE Lady Warriors, coming up big here in set 2 to restore a 4-point edge.
End of the technical time.
Also good story here for Risa Nogales, who had an ACL injury,
For Zeus.
but still was drafted at that high spot by this franchise. And was one of the best middle blockers last season.
The belief given to her by Zeus Coffee, Thunderbells coach Ronnie, being repaid by Nogales as she racks up the statistics for her team.
It's all about hard work, really. And finding ways
Serving
to
for
reach
High
her full
Risers.
potential.
Jean Assis.
Galleries continues to fight back.
Ginasis with a serve, over reception, free point for Deloria.
Deloria
Over
with a
ball leading to
regalo.
that quick point
14,
by
16.
the magna cum laude, the former athlete of the year for Enduran Lady Titans. MVP in the Naasku.
Assis.
Showing her effect or her contribution here for Galleries consistently
On
in the
cue.
first 2 games. Coach
We're
Ronnie
on cue, down 6.
adding up to her total.
Down 6 at least twice here in this set, now only behind by 1.
Take a look at this replay.
Ladies down
Out of
2-1.
system, underhand set from Pascual.
No problem. Beating the defense of Eroa.
That's an ace.
Oh.
Services.
That will be an ace here for Jean Assis.
We are
Just
now
like that,
tied
we
at
are tied at
16.
16 in set number 2.
Talk about fighting back. Far cry from what we saw of the high risers in their first game.
Serving Assis.
Reception by Verdeflor. Free ball from Nogales. Juju. Back set. AMP. No go. Mondoñedo goes to Gonzaga, who's checked at the net. Asis goes back to the veteran. Aiza off the hands of the blockers.
Always and continues to be very smart.
Takes the lead.
It's not about force, it's about reading the defense again.
The lead now
Wow.
swings to the side of Galleries, 17-16 here in set 2.
Down 6, up 1. 7-point turnaround in favor of the high risers.
Nogales trying to get that point back. Gets it right away for Zeus. Deadlock at 17.
She has scored the last 2 points for Zeus that gave them a 4-point lead, reaching the second technical timeout at 16-12. So this is already a 5-1 run generated by Galleries since being down.
9 points now for Nogales. Mondoñedo goes to Gonzaga. Off the hands of Coronel, they will get the point and the lead once again at 18-17.
Back-to-back points here for Mondoñedo and the rest of the Thunderbells. Losing grip of the driver's seat, losing traction of that 6-point edge. Up 1 once more.
Third the floor, perfect reception. Pontillas, cross court. Arroyo there to handle the floor defense for Zeus. Juju to Deloria. That will sail outside. Point goes to Galleries.
Deloria in the open, Aiza Maiso in the opposite. Right and left pins working well here for the high risers. Tied at 18.
Reception by Gonzaga. Siya rin ang pumalo. Ball is still up. Deloria tries to go back-to-back, but Verde Flor was there. Clo to Ceballos. Pascual, perfect pass to Juju. 1-2 play is good for Coronel.
That's 5 points already for Juju Coronel. This is a very big scoring threat who can hurt you in so many ways.
Galleries now up. Zeus Coffee forced to call time. Coach Onyok calls the group in.
Joke ba yung 4 to pa-check out lang yun. Adjust tayo sa block.
Important scoring run here by Juju Coronel, who already has 5. In an offense that has established the presence of her open and wing spikers. Starting from the first set. Paano mo hahabulin yun, Coach Ronnie? Gumagana na yung left pin, right pin, tapos yung setter mo, threat pa sa net. Galleries.
Kaya lamang na naman sila muli pagkatapos ng 6 na puntos na pilit na mahabol kanina.
Deloria cross. Arroyo keeps it up. Ceballos. Check. Baliton unable to keep it up this time.
Let me correct myself. Risa Nogales, a 3rd round pick, 25th overall. Supposedly a 1st rounder, but really slipped because of an ACL injury. Nobody took her chance or their chance on Nogales, but the Zeus Coffee saw something. And Nogales, and it paid off for her. And the Thunderbells.
A lot of coaches, Coach Ronnie had her high in the draft, but unfortunately that injury caused her to slip a little bit. Pero kita naman natin,
malaki yun.
Nung nakabalik, Coach, naging sakit ng ulo ng lahat ng team na nakakalaban.
Is that Camille Victoria?
First time, Coach, and gets the first point under her name for this match. Take a look at that replay. Good back set there from Mangulabnan.
And that's the UST connection working for Cams Victoria, who scores her first point as a high riser. Magulabnan also played in their first game against the Super Spikers, played off the bench, played 2 sets.
New addition also. Now serving is Deloria. Mondoñedo goes to Gagate, who's back in the game. They set up Pascual, who goes cross. Arroyo able to man that. Ceballos trying to break through this Galleries defense. Clo to the middle, Gagate. Power tip, no go. Pascual with her version of that. Good hustle here from Zeus. Long rally in set 2. 19-20.
Wow.
Make that 21-19.
What about Mangulabnan? And comes Victoria, making things more difficult defensively for Zeus Coffee. Look at the ball distribution coming from Mangulabnan. Excellent misdirection coming from Rose Baliton as well. Down 6, up 2. Major 8-point swing in their favor. Talking about Galleries.
Service now. Mondoñedo had to set it underhand. Mangulabnan to Pascual. Checked. Arroyo was there. It's been the same story for Zeus. Ceballos trying to get more activity in this set. Gonzaga Sets up Ceballos. Down the line.
Down the line.
Finds
Tough
the
one.
line.
She went for it. Went for that down the line shot. And she will be rewarded. On a broken play, Ceballos delivers. They get to point number 20 since the score stood at 16-12. 9-4 counter run for the high risers of Galleries.
She now heads to the service line. Can Galleries stop the bleeding? Pascual to Ceballos. Well read there. Gonzaga rolls it to the other side. Maggi. Back set. Cams finds a way to score.
Finds a spot.
Coach Ronnie, Maggi magic. Take a look at that. Another good set from Mangolobnan. And Victoria off the bench, scoring 2 quick points here for Galleries.
And Camps Victoria has played with precision as well. Again, the USD connection coming into play for the high risers. Up 2.
Baleton with an ace.
Service ace.
Rosel showing out here at set number 2. 3 points already. 5 in total in this game with 1 ace and 2 blocks.
Big game for Rose Baliton. Showing us that she's also a two-way player.
Service Baliton.
Coach Ronnie, in their previous match, no aces given up in favor of Galleries. They already, in this match, have 2 against Zeus. Good hustle from Victoria in Mangolobnan. Pascual sends it to the other side. Gagate will try. Deloria, over reception. But Victoria was there. Tight. Pascual almost had it. Long rally. Maggi. Back set. Cams. Off the hands of the blockers.
My.
Outside, Coach Ronnie. They get the point talking about Galleries.
From Akari to Gallery. Sounds like. Yes. But definitely 3 critical points here for Camps Victoria. Brings a smile to the face of Coach Clarence Esteban. While Margie Magalabnan has with her magic late here in the second set.
Down 6.
Up
now
4.
Up 4.
10-point swing.
With set point in their favor. Mondoñedo to Arroyo. They need to go on one last run here. Maggi, that will be an illegal attack by the setter as it sails on the other side. She's a back row setter, Coach Ronnie.
Natakam. Trying to close it out. Instead, Zeus gets to point number 21. Again, this was a 16-12 scoreline. And since that time, 12 points for Galleries, 5 for Zeus.
Still have some sort of cushion here talking about Galleries.
4 na set points kanina yan. Sa unang set na panalo na, meron sila naging 6.
That's right. Let's see if they can end it here. They go back set to Victoria. Block point for Zeus. They're not out of this set yet. Coach Clarence will be forced to call a timeout as they gave up back-to-back points to Zeus.
Hindi dapat tayo
Bakit mo binang? Hindi rin lang sa kabila. Pumunto niya din sa kabila. Oo, options mo ng setting. Hindi na nasa harapan. Ikaw? Oo. Pinili mo dahil doon sa kabila. Idulo mo yung set tapos ano. Sinasarap ka? Simaga mo yung pasok. Pag A-pass, alam niyo na yung gagawin doon ha. Pag A-pass.
Wala, last one. Go guys! Galleries!
One more point. That's what Galleries needs to stay on top. 2 sets to none for Zeus. If they want to extend this, they have to go on a run now.
22.
After leading 6, Galleries now at set point. Gagate with the serve. Mangolobnan, combination off the middle. No, not yet, says Zeus. Versosa, bump set. They go to the hot hand Victoria, who's checked once again. They change things up.
Wow.
They switch things up.
Perfect decision for Mangolobnan.
Pascual answers the call here to bring Galleries up. Both teams will be switching sides as we take a look at the replay of the last point scored in the second set.
Well, the defense was all converged doon sa side ni Camps Victoria. So what does Marge Mangolobnan do? Go to their top gun, which is Gil Pascual so far here all game long.
Magic Puno at Coach Ronnie does it for Galleries. They are now up 25-20, 25-22. We'll be back for more PVL action. After 2 sets and 59 minutes of action, Galleries Tower High Risers up 2-0 against the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells.
What a turnaround, a contrast of night and day when you talk about the performance of Galleries today. And in their first match against the Solar Spikers, or rather of the Signal Super Spikers, in the first set, it was an early recovery for them, and they never let loose of that early lead, or rather that midpoint lead that they turned into multiple set points. But in set 2, they had to fight through a very slow start. Down by 6 points many times over, relying late in the set on the magic of Cans Victoria and Maji Mangolabnam. Of course, Juju Coronel and the rest of the high risers had to do their persistent part, had to be at their best. We talk about their floor defense once again, and they brought down the efficiency of the offense once more of Zeus Coffee and turned a 4-point deficit at 16-12 during the second tactical timeout to a 25-22 win, anchored on a 13-6 run late in set number 2.
Coach Ronnie, Galleries Tower High Risers improving in every statistic in this game compared to their previous match.
And again, a lot of new players embracing the challenge. Barely a month, or just a month perhaps, of preparation.
And there was a resilient showing from them as well, thanks to those two players on your screen, Maji Mangolobnan and Camps Victoria, who fueled that comeback by Galleries.
What about Gail Pascual and Dali Versosa? Of course, products of the NCAA, and living up also to the expectations of Coach Clarence Esteban. But the onus is on the team of the Zeus Coffee. We're now down by 2 sets.
Welcome back.
Coach, in their previous match, Zeus also dropped the first 2 sets, winning the third before losing in 4.
In a match that almost took 2 hours to end.
What will the story be in this game? We'll find out in a few minutes. We're going to get ready as we wait for the first serve of the third set. Our first referee making sure that the rotations are in place for both squads. Baliton is replaced by Dali Versosa. Baliton is the middle. Versosa, the libero. Coronel will start things off with a service. Mondoñedo goes to Arroyo. Checked by Maizo Pontillas. Second try. Checked again. Third time. Will it be the charm here for her? Not yet. Asis goes to Pascual, who gets the point on her first attempt.
Everything that she has touched has turned into gold. And again, the master of the left pin, that has been Gail Pascual in this match for Coach Clarence Esteban. Double digits already for Gail Pascual?
First player in double digits,
Yes.
11 points.
That's
her
how
name.
she was when she used to play for CSB.
Nogales with the power tip, no go. Pascual will send it to the other side. Clo goes to Arroyo, cross, checked. That will be a point for Zeus Coffee.
Off the block.
Chine Arroyo striking here for Zeus. Or under duress after dropping the first 2 sets.
Team captain,
Captain Mondoñedo wasting no time, tossing up that serve as soon as the whistle was blown.
My.
But Galleries quick to get the point in that sequence.
It could have been an easy point for Zeus. Instead, they give up a free point.
Gil Pascual serving for Galleries. 2-1 early in set 3. Nogales with a power attack. Quick there, no go. Deloria is checked. They play it off the net. Ball is still alive. Clo, combination to Gonzaga. Cut shot.
Cut shot, really.
Gonzaga with a cut shot.
Against Isa Maizo Pontillas. Difficult angle taken by Jovi Gonzaga.
Vintage Gonzaga, Coach Ronnie.
Yes.
How many times have we seen her go for that attack?
The evergreen Jovi Gonzaga.
Juju, back set to Isa Maizo. Will they get a touch? Nope, they won't. The point will be awarded to Zeus.
2-point run here for Zeus.
In the first set, this was their best rotation when Arroyo would come to the service line. Let's see if they can capitalize in the third set. And they get the block. Talking about Zeus.
Nogales.
Nogales recording the 4th point of Zeus and her 2nd block of the match.
2-point lead.
Arroyo.
Good third set start here para sa Zeus.
Assist trying to stop the bleeding, but that will sail outside. Point goes to Zeus.
Trying to go to the corner pocket but will overshoot the mark. This is what we saw in set number 2. Early lead for Zeus Coffee.
Arroyo with the serve. Back set to Miles Puntillas. Tries to go off speed. Estoque gets the block for Zeus Coffee.
I felt that the second set slipped from the hands of the Thunderbells. Let's see how they'll be able to fight back after being behind right now by 2 sets.
Estoque seeing action for the first time this conference. She wasn't lined up in the first match.
Deloria.
And Galeries gets that point to stop the bleeding. 3 points scored by Zeus in that rotation with Arroyo serving for the Thunderbells.
Look at the force coming from Deloria.
You need a point. Who do you call? Of course, the top scorer in their previous match, Erica Deloria. Nogales with the tip. Eroa will get that one. Better movement here from Zeus Coffee. Gotroni, 4-point lead now against Galeries.
And Jovic Gonzaga, as a veteran, understanding the need to take over.
Take a look at that. Good set by Mondoñedo. The spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
That was sharp and quick for Jovic Gonzaga.
Coronel bump set. They go to Deloria. Checked by Gagate. Free ball. Arroyo, Mondoñedo. Combination off the middle. Puntillas able to defend that one on the floor. They go to Estoque.
Oh!
Off the hands of Pascual.
Big start for Zeus. For technical timeout, ahead by 5. 8 against 3.
8. Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. 3.
Welcome back, PVL fans. You're still tuning in. Our first game of the doubleheader today, it's the High Towers going against the Thunderbells. And you know the focus now for the Thunderbells is that they really need to be more intentional with every possession that they make. This reminds me of a conversation I had with Flo Mondoñedo earlier after a strong start and a brief slowdown of the High Risers. She shared with me that the outlook right now for them is also about rewriting the story, as you said earlier, Miguel. Slowing the game down, staying efficient, and making smarter decisions point by point. And it's clear about what hasn't been working for the Thunderbells, and that's forcing plays instead of trusting the system that Coach Onyok is trying to embed in them, especially when momentum starts to shift on the latter part. The message from their captain is simple and steady, and that is to stay calm, to trust each other, and continue to push with purpose. Because when they stay mentally sharp, this team controls the game just as much as they're doing now. Back to you.
Thanks for that report, Lexi. Like what you mentioned, this team is capable of achieving great things. Finishing in the podium in their previous Invitational Conference, getting the silver medal, and once again now here in set 3, starting things off hot. Talking about Zeus, they hold the 6-point lead against Galeries.
And so far there's no slowing down Gonzaga and the rest of the Thunderbells. Gonzaga scored 3 of the first 10 points at least for Zeus here in set 3.
Coronel goes to Deloria, cross. Eroa there to handle the business. Estoque, 3 points off the bench for Wewe Estoque.
And this is already an 11-3 run for Zeus since giving up the first point of set number 3. Doing everything right.
Estoque probably wasn't in the scouting report as I mentioned, wasn't lined up even in their previous match.
Well, Coach Gatigan had to do something different after his team lost the first 2 sets.
3 points already for her, but Coronel able to record her 6th here in this match off of that 1-2 play for Galleries.
And sometimes that's what you need, a fire starter, a spark off the bench.
Deloria getting ready to serve. Arroyo looking intently with Iroa. Perfect reception. Mondoñedo didn't even have to move, Coach Ronnie.
Excellent passing, leading to that point. Wewe Estoque once again helping out Zeus Coffee stay afloat. Hindi nila pinapabuelo rito ang Galleries high risers na makahabol.
Coronel goes to Pascual, who was checked. Gonzaga handles the rock. Arroyo cross, no go. Deloria from the pipe, challenging the towering Gagate.
At least 2 points in here in this set for Deloria. 10 of 31 in their loss against Signal. Oh, that was difficult against the outstretched arms of Thea Gagate.
Rosel Baliton, who's also showed out here for Galleries at the service line now.
She had that
6.
critical ace in set 2, late in set 2, by the way.
Forces a misreception there. Free ball now heads to the side of Galleries. Pascual off the hands of the blockers. Mondoñedo quick to Gagate.
And again, not giving up a 2-point run, instead reestablishing a 7-point edge.
If you're a middle blocker and your setter feeds you at the rate Mondoñedo has been activating her middles, talagang gaganahan kang kung pumasok, Coach
bumuti
Ronnie.
rin kasi talaga ng gusto yung floor defense.
That's right.
So yung passing, malaking bagay na hindi na gumagalaw si Klo.
She already has a best setter award here in the PVL. So she's been racking up the awards, Coach Ronnie, in the collegiate level and here in the pro ranks as well.
Team captain Julia Coronel
Juju
for the set.
getting ready to serve. Clips the net. Still good though. Estoque from the pipe. Unable to get her 4th point. Nogales with a short run. Nasungkit pa ni Puntillas. Pascual. Check.
Defense the net.
Return to sender from Nogales. And just like there, Gagate has been stellar at that spot, especially in set 1.
Nogales, the first Thunderbell in double digits after that block. And there will be a check ball. Point will be awarded to Galleries and Ginasis.
They needed that. Down by 7 earlier. Earlier, it was Deloria scoring against Gagate.
It's been fun to watch the middles of both of these teams contributing in different capacities, Coach Ronnie. Back set by Mondoñedo. Sharp down the line.
I truly believe that it was Jovi Gonzaga who started it all here in this 3rd set for Zeus Coffee.
Stellar setting from Klo. But this spike of the set by Chidi Arroyo is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. Chidi at the service line. 3 points the last time she was up there in that rotation. Estoque keeps the ball up. And Galleries able to get out of one of the most lethal rotations of Zeus, Coach Ronnie.
2 points in the last few sequences for Asis. Yes. Forcing that rotation to rotate.
7 for high rises.
But still a 6-point lead here for Zeus Coffee. Looking strong, looking good here in set 3.
Arroyo, good reception. And that cross-court attack is good for Gonzaga.
Very productive, very accurate.
7-point lead now for Zeus as we head to the 2nd technical timeout. Maizo Pontillas being attended to by their trainer. The medical staff here on the sidelines as this high-intensity action in the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference resumes inside the Henares Center in Montalban. Galleries up 2-0 against the Zeus Coffee Thunderbirds.
She's been working extremely hard
The technical time.
to help out the high risers finally get back into the winning column.
Coronel back set to Maizo. Nogales with a good dig. Estoque wasting no time but runs out of
Ball is
orange flooring.
She was under the ball in that last
Sends it
offensive
outside.
sequence. Yes. So let's see if the Galleries will be able to fight their way back. Still behind by this much.
Mondoñedo to Estoque. Back-to-back errors. She's asking for a check. Let's see if Zeus will challenge this one. Seems like the rest of the Thunderbells were sure as well.
There's a challenge on the call.
They will
Zeus
be
Coffee.
putting up the ball in, ball out card.
Challenge.
Initially asking for a touch there from Ronnie, but looks like they will be using the ball in, ball out challenge.
Hopeful that somehow they can stop a 2-point run. But at times, parang an official timeout lumalabas yan eh, to stop the momentum of the other team.
Clearly sails outside. And that will be an
Incidentally for Zeus, meron pang Princess Robles yan.
Yes. Troncoso as well.
Troncoso also. But just like Jovi Gonzaga is from Central Philippine University.
7. Maizo Pontillas.
Replay here, no whistle yet by our first referee. Speaking of veterans, the former teammate of Nang Aiza, also in the bench of Zeus Coffee,
Mike.
Chisaet.
Of course, of course.
How can we forget
The
Ronnie?
ageless Chisaet.
Yes, the timeless.
Oh yes.
Deloria
Who helped out Petrogas win a championship last year.
That's right.
12.
There's a lot of the setters here in the league have
That's a
looked
living
up to her.
legend.
That's right, Coach Ronnie.
So the fight back
7.
has started here for Galleries.
Down 4.
Oh!
But
Coverage was not there.
stops the bleeding there.
That's a big one coming from Estoque.
Substitution.
Substitution here for Galleries. The duo of Maggie and Cams back in the match, replacing Juju and Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Jobs getting ready to serve here for Zeus. Reception by Pascual. Mangulabnan goes to Deloria.
Ooh!
What a hit!
Deloria.
Talk about emphatic kill coming from Deloria.
Coach Ronnie, the spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin'. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Decoy play also supplied by Cams Victoria to open up Deloria against a double block.
Before I can even finish my sentence, that Maggie will set it up to Deloria. Napalo na, coach. Nakapito na yung referee. Nakascore na ang Galleries, who are down by 4 here. Mondoñedo goes to Gagate. Mangulabnan with a good defense there. Deloria keeps the ball up. Estoque is checked by Cams.
Oh!
Straight to the net.
14, 17.
Flo Mondoñedo unable to get that point there.
This was a 16-9 scoreline as we reach the second technical timeout since that time. 5 points for Galleries, solitary point
Service.
for Zeus Coffee.
Deloria.
Galleries climbed back from 6 down in the previous
What a
set.
serve.
Coach Ronnie, they have what it takes to come back. Let's see if they have it in store here in set
That's
number
a big
3.
one.
Arroyo with the good dig. Gonzaga from the D-ball. Mangulabnan. Pipe. No go. Eroa with a good save. Chance ball here for
Ooh.
Zeus. They go to Gagate. Well read by Verdeflor. Mangulabnan to Pascual. Long rally. Set 3. Estoque.
They will miss.
That will sail outside.
Ball is out.
Will they call a
15,
challenge?
17.
Estoque thinks she might have caught a finger there, but They will not use their last challenge here in set 3. Lead is down to 2 for Zeus.
Serving.
Deloria getting ready to serve now. Klo to Gagate. Check. That will sail outside. Baliton
Off the block.
unable to get the block over Gagate.
Galleries were riding the crests of a 6-1 run against Zeus before Gagate scored off the block against Rose Baliton.
Coach Ronnie, if we're going to track the footsteps of both setters, yung kay Klo, makikita mo nasa gitna lang
Doon
ng
lang
court.
tinatrabaho din naman talaga ng mga
Floor
teammates
defense
niya,
ng Zeus, grabe. Another example there. She goes underhand set to Arroyo, who gets the point right away for the Thunderbells.
beating the very tall double blockers, Baliton and Victoria. Look at this underhand set. Oh, nabutasan.
Estoque, who's been huge off the bench here for Zeus. They go to the pipe. Deloria will get a touch. That's the point for Galleries.
Mangulabnan took the risk. And Deloria will reward Magi Magulabnan with that all-important point from the pipe. Stops a 2-point run, cuts the lead to 3 points.
Shola Alvarez looks like she will head into the match to serve in place of Baliton. Try to get back from a 3-point deficit here.
Former MVP in the NCAA from JRU
right.
as well.
Shola Alvarez for the serve.
Shola with the service. Targeting Gonzaga. They go to Ceballos from the back line. Free ball. Klo looks at her options. Takes matters into her own hands. No go. Cams will try to go for the spike there. Gagate checked by Asis. Arroyo with a soft roller. No go. Pascual through the block.
What about the floor defense of the high risers? At least 3 times. Zeus should have scored. The high risers would not give up. Now, putting more pressure on Zeus Coffee, down by just 2 points.
Ginagano na ni Kono. Sinabi na kanina kung anong gagawin natin.
Wow! Let's go! Okay, balik tayo ha! O, tara! Balik tayo! Kasi namamatay sa atin. Press! Balik tayo! Go lang! 1, 2, 3!
Coach Onyok will be forced to call a timeout after Galleries still trying to claw their way back from down 6, Coach Ronnie, in the set. Now the lead is just 2 for Zeus. Alvarez with the service. That will sail outside.
That's a critical miscue.
So that timeout didn't just help them tactically. It also froze the server in that last sequence as Gagate heads to the service line for Zeus.
Gagate.
Gagate targeting Pascual. Magi goes back to number 9. Mondoñedo keeps it up. Arroyo down the line. Magi was there. They go back to Pascual, trying to go through the defense of Zeus. Arroyo off the hands of the blockers.
Twice they've been able to penetrate the double block. So able to deflate the tension. From a 19-17 count, it's back to a 4-point lead here for Zeus Coffee.
Sinabi ng penetrate lang, kaya lang magandang coverage na tayo. Kasi, kailangan natin, dapat naghihintay ka dito sa dulo, ibibigay na sa ito sa ano. Okay, open spike na, frontliner ka pa rin. Okay, 1 good pass tayo, tapos back 1 drill, wala tayong problema doon. Then, tsagain lang. Idikit lang ulit natin yan.
Hey, Galleries!
Zeus needs 4 points to get the third set. Galleries needs 4 to tie the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells as they are down by that much against the team in white and blue. Ces Robles in the match for the first time here this afternoon inside Montalban. She's up to serve for the Thunderbells. Mangolobnan goes to Victoria. Tries to go for the drop. Arroyo with a dig. Gets the ball back. Well read by Galleries. Nobody home on defense for Zeus.
Miscommunication. Campfire. Nangyari para dito sa Zeus Coffee. May buhay pa ang Galleries. Pumipitik-pitik pa ang pulso. The lifeline is on. Can they turn the set around and clinch? A sweep of a win against Zeus Coffee.
Mangolobnan and Victoria head back to the bench. Coronel now going to serve for Galleries with the full front line. Ace for Juju.
Talk about delivering a pressure-packed ace. Definitely, that's one for the books from Juju Coronel. Down to 2 once again.
Zeus will be forced to call time. Let's listen to their huddle.
Reset lang tayo, reset. Walang. Okay, lalaban! Let's go!
Down by 2. Galleries looking to end strong in this set. They are hoping to get this in straight sets, but Zeus needs to extend this game. They will need to take care of this lead. Juju with the service. Targeting Cebalios. Nogales will be checked. Puntillas was there. Bump set to Pascual. Klo opens up to Arroyo. Checked. Good recovery by Maizo Puntillas. Eroa with a good dig. They try to Arroyo again. Verdeflor and Versosa rather unable to handle that for Galleries.
Versosa has been rock solid all match long. But this time Arroyo gets the better of Versosa. They stop a 2-point run and they move 1 point closer to try and survive this match.
Pascual can't seem to get it going here for Galleries. Coronel goes back to her for the 5th time. Finally punches it through against Zeus.
I'll say this as a matter of fact. Nakakapagod yung ginagawa ni
Yes, that's right. Most of their out-of-system plays, Coach Ronnie, have gone to Gail Pascual. Finally getting that point. Rotates to the back to serve here for Galleries.
Service ace.
Natanggal yung pagod, Coach Ronnie.
Oh,
that service ace.
Nagalak eh.
That's right. Gail Pascual scoring a service ace here for Zeus, and just like that, 22-21.
Pascual serving.
Pascual with a good serve to Eroa. Klo goes to Gonzaga, who had to adjust.
Miscalculation.
Lost her footing.
We are now tied.
Unable to get it to the other side, Coach, as she was trying to turn and face her setter. 22 all.
22-19, 22 all. What a fight back here for Galleries.
Jobs with a good reception. Nogales is checked. Joust. Arroyo, perfect placing. Perfect place at the right time. Puntillas sets it up to Deloria. Rolls it. No go. Juju back to Deloria. Cebalios with a good dig. Jov subukang bawiin. What a save from Versosa.
What a rally is what we're
Nobody
seeing.
letting up, Coach. Will there be a touch? None called. First referee
Ball is out.
gives the point
Galleries
to Galleries.
takes the lead. 23.
They'll challenge this.
22.
You see the effort from both squads,
Yes,
Coach
indeed.
Ronnie. No challenge? Oh, there will be a challenge. Okay, now they acknowledge the challenge. Pascual heads to the huddle as Zeus races the block touch challenge here in set 3. Crucial call. This will be crucial for Zeus. No touch. Coach Ronnie, unsuccessful challenge from the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells.
4 straight points.
So just like that, Galleries now in the lead. That's probably one of the most crucial points or stretches in this set. They're 1 point away from match point.
This is the end game already.
That's right.
And
After
so-
being down by 7.
By 7.
Gonzaga receives it. Pinalo. Tinabla ang laban. 23 all.
That's the veteran
23
in Jovelyn Gonzaga. At makita mo, pinabawi ni Clo itong si Gonzaga. As Estoque comes in for Ceballos. 23 apiece. Third set. Up 2 sets, Galleries High Risers.
Coach Gatigan going for the hot hand back in the match. Estoque 4 points already in set 3. Coronel, trouble. Good recovery from Puntillas. Free ball. Zeus. Clo to the middle. Nanigurado na.
Nogales from the
Nasakit yung overball kanina na Versosa.
timeout.
Nasa point waiting to happen, which eventually Zeus converted. Nogales, critical point to give them a set point here in set number 3.
Sino yung nasa outside? Okay, ready lang. Talon mo lang na mataas, haba mo lang mataas na palo. Kaya mo lang na duman sa ibabaw nila. Then, ibay lang ulit tayo doon sa coverage. Pero kailangan natin umisip muna ng maayos. Lahat ng spiker ready, lahat ng spiker humingi. Para alam ni Seven kung kayo yung bibigay. Kuwala na po ha, kuwala na po ha.
Juju Coronel, 7 points to her name. The team captain has stepped up, not just in terms of playmaking, but scoring as
Those
well.
are wing spiker numbers.
That's right, coach. 6 attack points and 1 ace for the setter. Trouble with the reception. Juju recovers. Checked, assist there to cover that spike. Puntillas off the hands of Estoque. Estoque trying to end it and gets the point for Zeus Coffee.
Coffee Thunderbells.
Estoque and her 5th point of this match gives Zeus Coffee the 3rd set. Take a look at that replay.
After giving up 3 straight points since being ahead at 22-19, or 4 straight points to be behind at 23-22, they win the last 3 points of the set to hold court and stay afloat as this match will proceed to a forthcoming 4th set.
After another scare by the Galleries Tower High Risers to come from behind against Zeus, they finally punch one here in this match as they get the 3rd set, 25-23.
And this is the way they played in their first match, losing the first 2 sets, winning set number 3. But top of mind mission for them is to win set 4 as well and push this match into a possible 5th and final set. But what about the character of Zeus Coffee, tested to the hilt? It was not easy for them to recover after losing the driver's seat late in the set, as the Galleries were intent on closing out this match in 3 straight sets. Estoque with the final point, Gonzaga with a critical contribution, but I thought that Mundo Nuevo was very steady down the stretch, and as a result, they had 19 attack points in that set 3 win. But more than that, it was the composure in the end game that enabled them to beat the high risers, who showed resilience and teamwork as Magulubnan and Camps Victoria once again came in to be able to help them out. And then Juju Coronel had that all-important ace, but eventually frustrated because even if they were up at 23-22, once again they will give up the last 3 points, and this match now is opening up the fourth set.
20 excellent digs, Coach Ronnie, for Zeus Coffee, 41% efficiency. And for the first time in this match, they had the higher attack percentage
Right.
against Galleries.
It had to be that way because the floor defense of the High Risers has been on point from the first set onwards. And it has given them a lot of transition plays that they have converted.
And Zeus Coffee take the third
Well, let's
set
see,
at
Coach,
25
if we will
to
go
3.
the distance or if Galleries can wrap this up in 4.
And Stoke has stayed on.
Hot hand, 5 points off the bench for Coach Onyo. Bump set from Deloria. They go to Pascual, no go. Arroyo trying to get the first point of the set here for Zeus. Gonzaga, no go. Coronel goes to the pipe, checked, blocked by Nogales.
Perfect timing by Nogales. And this will be 4 straight points for Zeus, bridging the third and fourth sets.
I wonder, Coach, if Galleries can establish an early lead in this set, which they haven't done in the second and the third set.
Pati sa first set.
Yes.
Oh, naunahan sila.
Talaga hindi lang sumusuko tong team na
And
to.
again, the first ball or the passing of the Galleries, medyo mabula lately.
1-2 play from Mondoñedo. Pontillas was there. Pascual breaks the defense, gets the point to go for Galleries.
One thing critical para dito sa Galleries ay hindi maiwanan. Magaling silang magabol. Pinakita na nila yan in sets number 2 and number 3. Pero ang magandang katanungan, kaya ba nilang tumrangko ng maaga?
That's right. Ooh, error there from Coronel. That's the 4th service error here for Galleries. As you see AC Minor on your screen.
Only the 4th. Mababa yan. Maayos
right.
ang kanilang service
Team
efficiency.
captain Tomo Doñedo.
Pang-apat na set na natin, 4 pa lang na service errors. Ooh!
Over reception there. Free
Again,
point.
the overball.
3-1.
It has cost them critical points. Doon pa lang sa set 3, sa duluhan.
That's right.
Serve.
Now, Mondoñedo with the serve. Targeting Versosa.
Service ace.
Another ace for Clo Mondoñedo and the rest of the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. That's her first point of this match.
Another chance for Versosa.
Pascual had to adjust last minute. Eroa bumps it to Gonzaga. Checked at the net by Asis. Ball is still alive. Coronel to Pascual. Well read by Zeus. They go to Arroyo this time. Cross is too deep.
Ball is one.
Point
Under
goes
the ball
to
in that
Galleries.
last sequence. Well, as a matter of fact, yung quality ng first ball is directly proportional to the offense that you'll run or the quality of the offense that you can run.
Serving
So
for
critical yan
Galleries.
para sa Galleries dahil yan ang ginagamit nila, yung kanilang maayos na reception at floor defense all throughout this match.
Arroyo. Cross
Arroyo able to get that one to fall in front of Coronel.
One thing you can say about Chine Arroyo, tireless.
And here's that rotation once again, Coach Ronnie.
Arroyo. Serving
Let's see
for
if they can
Zeus.
capitalize.
Dito sila lumalamang kadalasan.
Better reception. Coronel goes to Deloria. And once again,
Deloria.
they get the side out quickly here against Zeus.
And with better reception, again, directly proportional to the quality of offense that they will run. So hindi may hirapan si Jujo Coronel.
Serving for High Risers.
Dolly Versosa
Jean Asis.
teaming up with Baby Love Barbon here as the two liberos. But it's been Dolly's game so far. Checked at the net was Estoque. Arroyo chases. Free ball Galleries. Coronel will run this play to Pontillas. Had to adjust there. Gonzaga with the cross. Well read by Coronel. Pontillas tries again.
Wow.
Cross court
Liza
kill.
Montillas of the hands of Mondoñedo.
Excellent. Coming from Asis. Straight to the vet. Game on the line. Maizo, just like Gonzaga, will deliver.
Serving. Asis.
Asis now heads to the service line. Targeting Arroyo. Mondoñedo to the middle. Almost.
Miscue on
Not
the play.
white.
Rare miscue on the part of Mondoñedo. She saw it.
Substitution.
You'll see action for the first time.
Double substitution here. Together with Troncoso, they replace Mondoñedo and Gonzaga for Zeus Coffee.
Saet also played off the bench in 2 sets against the Solar Spikers. Well, Troncoso, DNP did not play against the Solar Spikers.
Will she be another magic bunot here? Just like Estoque, will find out. As Chisaet goes to Estoque. Pontillas with a chase. Over reception there, Coronel. Sets it up to Deloria. Slow roller. Saet. Back set. Troncoso. Her first attempt is gonna be good for Zeus.
Very smart. Napakahalaga sa mga players na pag hindi pa nagagamit, hindi lang basta nakatingin, kundi nanonood at nag-iisip para pagpasok, alam ang gagawin, which is exactly what Troncoso did.
Service here from Zeus. Pontillas tries to get the side out. No go. Oh, she will get it, Coach Ronnie, eventually.
Aiza Pontillas has scored 33% of the output of the galleries here in this fourth set. Ilan ang scoring total ni Aiza Pontillas? Pumalo na sa 8 points.
Aiza Pontillas.
Arroyo had trouble there with that reception. Estoque. No problem with that attack.
Isa lang masasabi ko dito kay Estoque, ang lakas. Lakas pumalo. Not the tallest spiker, but definitely packs a lot of wallop. 7 in the set, 1 point lead. Thunderbells.
Troncoso with the service.
Ooh.
Trouble from Deloria. Iroa. Saet goes for the 1-2. No, not quite. So it's a closer affair here for Zeus and Galleries before the first technical timeout.
Right.
Galleries performing a little bit better to start off the set, Coach Ronnie.
Which is exactly where they want to be. Instead of playing chase down throughout the set.
Deloria.
Zeus has Gagate in front. I'll keep my eye on her. They go to Estoque, who's checked by Coronel.
Block point for Coronel.
That's a big-time two-way player is Juju Coronel.
Block point from their team captain sends them to the first technical timeout with the lead 8-7.
Rises. 7. Zeus Coffee Thunderbells.
We're just at the first technical timeout of our first doubleheader of the match. But you know what? A better footing for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells this time around. But Nang Aiza and the rest of the High Towers has a lot more power, has a lot more heart that they've put out in this match. But you know what? Hustle has been there. All spots have been covered. And you can see the effort in every rally. And Nang Aiza shared that while the team is still adjusting, one of the biggest changes has been adapting to Coach Claren's system. She's used to hitting lower balls actually, but now the focus is on higher sets, especially in key moments. And that adjustment combined with composure in crunch moments has been essential for the team. However, as the Thunderbells match their way of playing now, they need to step up even higher if they want to close out this match. Back to you, Coach Ronnie and Miguel.
Thank you for that report, Lexi. You were telling us a little bit something about Nang Aiza. Pero syempre, Coach, di papahuli. Nag-1-2 play. Isa pang veterano, Chisaet, with her first point of the match.
Veterano ba ka mo? Maghanap kayo ng mas veterano kay Chisaet. Pero para sa akin, it's not about the age. Age is just a number. It's about what kind of mentorship that she can provide and the quality of performance that she can still deliver, because she has proven that she still can compete at this highest level.
That's right. Chisaet now goes to Gagate, gets back-to-back points for Zeus Coffee. They get the point back rather from Galleries. Talking about Gagate, take a look at this connection that she had with Chisaet.
Nice matchup against Asis, but the Gagate says, not in my turf. 15-point scorer. Had 5 blocks. in their first match. Again, the first ball.
There will be a check that will be called by our first referee.
What about Gail Pascual? Finding ways to score with that broken play. Out of system, no problem. Para kay Gail Pascual. But the galleries or the high risers have to be better sa kanilang passing talaga.
Coronel with the service. Eroa, underhand set, bump set to Arroyo, rather. Coronel does the same thing. Free ball will be given to the Thunderbells. Saet, Arroyo, cross court kill.
The energy of Chini Arroyo in set 1 is the same kind of energy that she has in set number 4. Mobility, firepower, and again, audacity written all over the face of Chini Arroyo.
Saet now heads to the service line for Zeus. Coronel goes to the middle. Assist, well read by Saet. Arroyo tries to go back to back. Pontillas bump set to Pascual. Checked. Ball is still alive. Assist, the setter. Pascual with a roller.
Ang galing mag-set, no?
Yeah.
Oh!
Finds a hole in the defense of the Galleries Tower High Risers.
Saet goes to the right pin. The double block slow down the shot. Kanya lang, yung coverage ay nagkulang katulad ng serve ni Saet. A UAAP champion. A PVL multi-champion.
Attention to all of our viewers.
Saet,
Please turn on
a living
camera
legend in
flashes.
Philippine volleyball.
Pascual with the service. What a back set. Will Arroyo get the point? No, she won't. Will there be a challenge? Looks like Zeus will not challenge. Arroyo, Coach Ronnie, after that attempt, already 22% efficiency here for Zeus Coffee. Troncoso down the line.
Back-to-back attack errors here for Zeus. Now behind by 2. This is the first set that we're seeing that's crawling, no?
Yes.
Yung palitan talaga.
Usually it's been a run by Zeus. Hahabulin ng Galleries.
Dadalhin nila sa dulo.
Yes. Now Zeus goes for the challenge after that attack from Troncoso. They'll be asking for a block touch challenge here. You see the veteran Saet trying to compose the troops here. It's the result of that challenge. No.
Lihis sa blockers.
There is no block touch.
O sa kamay ng mga blockers yung punta ng bola. Thursday, 2-point lead for the High Risers. Out to get an all-elusive win. Dahil huli po silang nanalo February pa ng 2025.
Yes.
Tama, no?
That's right.
Serving 11.
Lumipas na halos ang Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Matraffic.
Valentine's Day. 20 days from now, Coach Ronnie, yun yung anniversary nung last panalo ng Galleries.
Nakita mo?
Feb 27.
May hugot.
That's right.
That's all in the past. They have a different roster at present.
Pascual with the reception. Nogales able to pull the blockers, leaving space there for her spiker. Coronel to assist. Off the hands of Riza.
Lost in all this excellent match is the duel between Coronel and Mondonguedo. Trying to outsmart the defense. Finding ways to score against the opposition.
You mentioned about the duel of Coronel and Mondonguedo. Coach, mamaya, let's ask our viewers to take a look at the stats sheet.
Diba?
Well-balanced scoring from everyone, Coach.
And that's ball distribution for these two top playmakers.
And they're playing with such high confidence in this match.
And the quality of play, really, of this match.
Pascual and the Galleries with a 4-point lead. She serves the Zeus. Combination off the middle. Coronel with a good dig. Ball is still alive. Gonzaga, dinaan sa talino, gets that point for Zeus.
That's vintage Jovi Gonzaga. On her second try, after this fantastic save, Gonzaga will not be denied. Excellent defense read. 12 in the set, but still behind by 3.
Genie Arroyo serving.
Arroyo
Thunderbells.
getting ready to serve. Better reception here from Dali Versosa, but that will be a point for Zeus.
Ball is out.
Arroyo at the service line now.
Arroyo for the serve.
Versosa looks to keep the reception stable. Deloria with a spike, no go. Estoque.
That's a big block.
Good coverage from Iroa. Tries again.
Off the block point coming from Estoque.
Estoque.
Gets the point for Zeus. Just like that, lead is down to 1.
That's a major risk taker, really. Off speed is not an option for Estoque.
Serving
15-14. Nobody letting up. Nobody giving an inch. Coronel goes to Deloria. Good up from Arroyo. Iroa keeps it up to Estoque. The setter, Asis, checked. Bump set this time. Goes to Pontillas, straight to the net. And just like that, the game is tied at 15.
We are tied.
3-point run here.
15 all.
In fairness to the setting of Asis,
Galing,
coach,
di ba?
the location on point,
Ang galing.
papaluin na lang.
Service.
Pero ngayon, tinitignan natin, tabla na muli sa
15.
15.
Let's see who will head to the technical timeout with the lead here. Trouble with their reception once again. Pascual, free ball. Mondoñedo, Nogales, brings Zeus Coffee in the lead.
Off-speed shot.
It's 16-15 now. Zeus on top as we head
16,
to the
Zeus
second
Coffee
technical timeout.
Thunderbells. 15, Galleries High Risers.
Zeus Coffee in the lead, 16-15 as they look to stay alive in this match. Galleries have been resilient. That's what Coach Ronnie said. Chini Arroyo already with 16 points to lead all scorers for Zeus Coffee. She's at the service line.
What about Estoque off the bench?
Estoque off the bench with 7 big points. 5 in the previous set, in the third set. Now with 2 already here in set number 4.
For Zeus, Chini Arroyo.
Arroyo with the service. She gets the ball up. They go to Estoque. Pontillas checked. Pascual.
Wow.
Into the block. Pascual.
If there's one thing, Coach Ronnie, that Galleries has done, it's they established their back row offense in this match.
True. Even if the playmaker is Madge Magulabnan, that has been a good source of points for them.
Serve. For
And they've been
Galleries.
challenging the block of Nogales over Deloria and Pascual have done it.
Nandun din
Coach.
kasi si Nogales at Gagate sa harap. Eh.
That's right. Coronel opens up to Deloria. 2 blockers. That will be outside. Point goes to Zeus.
Ball is out.
Deloria needs to connect late here in the set for them to be able to close out. No other recourse.
Galleries, despite shaky reception, Coach Ronnie just 1 point behind here. Pontillas has to do the setting duties here. Deloria tries to get the side out.
Good up coming from Nogales.
Free ball. Goes to the high tower. They get the point of that tip from Pontillas.
That's reaction time for the veteran.
9 points now for Maizo Pontillas.
Missed a couple of attacks earlier. But connects for point number 17.
4 players in double digits for Zeus Coffee. Arroyo will chase
bihira to
this
si Chini
one.
Arroyo talaga.
Offense and defense, coach.
Oo.
Coronel goes to Deloria. And she will be back.
Gagate with the block.
Offensive block here for Zeus. It's allowing Galleries from taking the
Substitution.
lead away from them.
Galleries Tower
And again, touch and go, deep and top. Epic finish here in the fourth set. Can Galleries close it out in 4? Or will Zeus extend it to 5?
Maggie in the match again with Camps Victoria. Jove
Evelyn Gonzaga serving
with the
for
serve.
Zeus.
Better reception. Maggie goes to the middle. Baliton. Well read by Gonzaga. Estoque goes cross. Mangulobnan. Bump set to Deloria. Iroa. Perfect pass to Mondoñedo. And that will be inside.
Estoque.
Coach Clarence
They will
will be
challenge it.
calling
Oo.
for a challenge here.
There's a challenge.
Called
on the
in.
Call by Galleries Tower. Ball in, ball out.
It's either a tight scoreline or a 2-point lead for Zeus.
For Galleries, Coach Ronnie, Victoria already with 3 points, and all of that came with her and Mangulobnan coming in the match.
Right, that's the combo on the dual sub.
That's what swung the way to their favor in the second set.
Even in the third set.
Yes. Matibay tong double sub na to for Coach Clarence.
Parehong veterano na rin naman talaga yan. Parehong galing sa UST.
Ball in, ball out. Barely.
But still in.
Barely.
Ball is
Good.
in.
Game of
Challenge
inches,
is unsuccessful.
as they call it.
Hindi mo maikakaila.
Good call from our linesman there. Eagle eye. Coach Clarence, after that challenge, will be calling for a timeout with Zeus Coffee, bringing their lead up to 2.
Lalo mawala yung bola mo eh. Sa sobrang hyper mo, gusto mo i-jump set pero i-jump set. Spikers, ready lang. Di ba? Ganun lang kasimple. Ngayon, pag nagbabalik, wala magmamadali. Dahan-dahan lang. Doon tayo nanalo kayo na sa kalmadong galawan eh. Ngayon, bakit nagmamadali tayo? Kasi para makapag-isip tayo, dahan-dahan lang. Okay, then tingin doon sa spiker, blocker, haba lang. Pag nagmi-miss ball, ano lang gagawin? Ibalik lang muna, tapos reset lang tayo. Reset, okay?
Oh, let's go!
Zeus Coffee not giving up, Coach Ronnie.
Galleries, you mean? Oo, ang Zeus Coffee not giving up on this match kasi
Yes.
down sila 2 sets to 1. Galleries naman, hindi nangangayaw. Oo, dahil galing nila humabol eh.
Maggie
Finally,
gets the point.
Chini Arroyo continues to chase. Hindi ako magtataka kung tumatakbo ng half marathon si Chini Arroyo. O kaya sprinter sa track and field. Ang bilis! Titignan mo yung milyahe niyan. Sa isang laro, pambihira.
That's right, Coach.
Lay down to 1 here for Zeus.
Good
That's to highlight
hustle from her.
yung sipag na itong si Chini Arroyo.
Overpass. Gets the point. Baliton ties the game at 19.
And the Deloria thumbprint all over the last 2 points ng Galleries.
Patibayan na lang ng first pass dito, Coach.
Sa kayong composure.
That's right.
Huwag mo sabihin, Mix, na hindi pa pagod itong mga to. Ang haba ng mga rallies na nakikita natin.
And this is starting from the first set, Coach Ronnie. Good up. Mondoñedo keeps it alive. Gonzaga bump set to Estoque. Good dig. Mangulobnan trying to go to Baliton there. Okay, there will be no touch there. Ball continues. Play continues. Maggi goes to Pascual. Challenge will be called by Zeus.
Called by Zeus Coffee. Net fault.
A net fault challenge. Arroyo signaling to our first referee.
She called it. Let's see.
Mid-play challenge by Zeus Coffee.
It's a mid-play challenge. Arroyo saying it's from the dig, coach. From the underhand pass.
She had a good vantage point. Now let's see.
Our first referee reminding Flo Mondoñedo that it's the team captain that should be communicating with our officials. And as they try to pull up the footage, game is tied 19-all here. See. Ooh, there will be a net touch, Coach Ronnie.
Challenge is successful.
This is what I was referring to earlier, that Arroyo had a good vantage point, good perspective dahil nandun siya sa pwesto. At minwestra pa niya, di ba? Pinakita niya eh.
That's right. Pati kung saan, Coach. Hindi lang yung action eh. Pati yung location. She got it
Sabi ko sa'yo, hindi napapagod
in detail. Yes. Good reception here from Galleries. Mangolobnan to Victoria, who has yet to score since the second set. Magi bump set to Pascual. Good
Solid floor
from
defense.
Estoque. Chini asking for the touch. It will be given by our first referee.
No doubt that Arroyo is the go-to player para dito sa Zeus Coffee. Again, ni walang kahingal-hingal man lang sa duluhan. Walang kaabog-abog.
Back-to-back points from Arroyo, indirectly and directly.
Yes.
Calling for the challenge and getting that point off the block. Gonzaga, nahawa na sa hustle ng mga kakampi niya. Versosa, tumangulobnan. They go to Pascual. Blocked by Gagate.
Sa sets 1 and 2, antindi ng endgame ng Galleries. In the last two sets, Zeus also showing us that they are resilient. They're composed down the stretch, winning big points, up 3 late here in the fourth.
Diba? Tapos, nagmamadali naman. Dahil nagmamadali na naman. Mabagal, mahina naman yung bola. Bakit kailangan? Ba't naninigas tayo? Kung post lang, tapos tumalayo dahil sa ginagawa nating mali. Okay, reset lang ulit. Kunin na huli natin bago mag-25.
One stop tayo, one stop! Hey, Galeries!
Looking for a side out.
3-point run by Zeus Coffee before the timeout by Galleries, Coach Ronnie.
And Coronel and Maiso back in the fray. While Arroyo, Gagate, Estoque, and the rest of the Thunderbells continues to hang tight.
Estoque with the serve. Puntillas getting the reception there. Eroa with a good dig. Arroyo trying to get that point. No go. Coronel pushes it to the back. Well read by Estoque. Arroyo tries again. Soft roller gets the point for Zeus.
What about that effort play coming from Estoque? Look at that push by Coronel. Should have scored for them. And Arroyo, fantastic decision in mid-air to go for a drop shot. 4 straight points para dito sa Zeus Coffee.
Ibang energy na dadala ng kape ng Zeus Coffee, Coach Ronnie.
Totoo naman.
Ang sigla ng mga Thunderbells ngayong set na to. Estoque getting ready to serve now. She's been here for a while.
Been a big difference maker para dito sa Thunderbells.
Gives a free point after that error. Stops the bleeding for Galleries.
Substitution, Zeus Coffee, 11 out, 17.
Fiola back in the match again for defensive purposes. She's been steady when she was in the match here for Zeus.
Marcel Baliton, serve.
Baliton with the serve. Ace for Rosel. 7 points, 2 aces for Rosel.
Miscommunication. Baliton with another critical ace, something that we saw in the previous set.
Baliton with the serve, targeting Ceballos. Cross court, killed by Arroyo.
And Arroyo targets
Zeus Coffee Thunderbirds.
Rose Baliton on the service line. Kita mo naman ang puwersa at tikas ni Chini Arroyo. And this is all game long for Chini Arroyo, who's their leading scorer.
That's right, Coach Ronnie. And thanks to that attack, she puts Zeus Coffee at set point against Galleries. Set 24-21. Assist goes to Alvarez and gets the point for Galleries.
That's a big one for the former MVP of the NCAA. Wala na sila makuha dyan sa spot na yan. Coach Esteban sends in itong si Shola Alvarez as they save one set point in that last offensive sequence.
Sa bola, wag sa katabi. Yung bola, sasaragin natin dyan.
Pero magkakalit na lang peso.
Go, go, go.
Clo Mondoñedo and the rest of the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells are looking to force a fifth and deciding set here. Both teams looking for their first win in the All-Filipino Conference. Zeus Coffee 0-1. Galleries 345 days since the last time they won. And Nogales, after that timeout, sends us to a fifth and deciding set here in the 2026 All-Filipino Conference.
We are going for a fifth and deciding set.
And after getting the next two sets, the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells, Coach Ronnie forced a fifth and deciding set, taking set number 4, 25-22 against the Galleries Tower High Risers.
After almost 2.5 hours of grueling battle between the High Risers and Zeus Coffee, we are still not at the end line because Zeus won the battle of a nip and tuck affair. Pinakamalaking kalamangan, probably 3. Kung umabot man sa 4, nangyari pero bihirang-bihira. Very tight. Excellent quality. But in the end, again, better end game para dito sa Zeus as they had Chine Arroyo to save the day for them. And then that defense was better than the High Risers. So tapos na yung 2.5 oras. Tapos na yung tigalawang sets. It boils down to this race to 15 in the 5th and final set. And again, the floor defense of Zeus saving the day for them. First 2 sets, that category in favor totally of the High Risers from Galleries. But in the last 2 sets, tinrabaho nila ng husto. Nakita mo naman ang sprinting ni Chine Arroyo.
That's right. The
Si
hustle.
Eliza Eroa, Jovi Gonzaga. And then the blocking also was there. And the duel between the 2 playmakers continues as 4 sets has come and gone. 5th set is about to be played. Just to get their first win, ano?
Sorry, Coach Ronnie, to cut you in that line, but we have Erica Raagas in the match now for Galleries Tower for the first time. She will be joined by Baliton, Coronel, Deloria, Asis, and ng Aiza. Meanwhile, for Zeus, Estoque, Arroyo, Nogales, Mondoñedo, and Gagate will wrap up the 6 in their rotation.
This is the final set of match number 7 between Galleries Tower High Risers.
The team that had more attack points ended up taking the set, Coach Ronnie, kasi they've been tied in terms of blocking, service aces.
Kaya so nagkakatalo sa depensa.
That's right.
Oo. Kasi yung kalidad ng opensa mo eh.
Yes.
At yung hatid ng passing.
And we were talking about yung
Sa
ball
setters.
distribution
Yes.
ng ating setters coach. Gagate now will start things off here in set number 5.
Serving for Zeus.
Coronel sets up Raagas, who goes down the line and gets the point for Galleries.
Just like Counts Victoria used to play for Akari, the former Lady Eagle. In pressure time. Huli siyang nasa court nung warm-ups, di ba?
That's right, coach.
Serving.
Ang hirap niyan.
Always ready.
You were saying?
Back-to-back points here for Galleries thanks to that conversion of the regalo by Maizo Puntillas. Erica Raagas in the match. The last time up, she was fielded in the last 2 sets of that game. Second set and third set. Good for 3 points in that match. 2 points to 1 now in favor of Galleries. Mondoñedo with a serve. Trouble with the reception there. They go to Deloria, who's checked at the net. Bump set. Free ball, Zeus. Eroa goes to Gonzaga. Down the line. Well read by Versosa. A long rally here in set 5. Gonzaga tries to go for the soft roller. Coronel keeps it up. Another free ball in favor of Zeus. Nogales. No doubt.
Nogales.
Dun walang pantapat. Very accurate itong si Nogales, high percentage player.
And that's been the advantage of Zeus, Coach
May
Ronnie.
napupuntahan sa gitna.
That's right.
Oo.
Hindi pa nakaka-set up ng depensa yung Galleries. Papalo na si Nogales, si Gagate. And now, they give a free point to Galleries. Asis will be heading to the service line here for Galleries.
Just as Zeus was gathering momentum,
Asis.
service error. Katulad ng nangyari sa Galleries kanina pagkatapos lumamang sa umpisa ng 5th.
Gonzaga goes for the combination, but she is rejected at the net. Back-to-back points for Galleries.
Was that Baliton?
Yes, Coach.
Oh,
Reading
yes.
that combination play well.
Whatever you say, she's their best bet in that spot. And she's also delivered.
Klo to Arroyo. Down the line, off the hands of Coronel. It's good.
Arroyo.
Quick to strike back is Chine Arroyo. Now at the service line, dito nagka-problema ang Galleries. Tandaan natin, doon sa 4th set, nung nasa service line si Chine Arroyo.
Arroyo, Coach, 20 points to her name already here in this match and counting.
Hindi nakapagtataka.
Estoque will roll it to the other side. Versosa was there. Deloria, umatake. Check ball ang tawag. Will it be given? None given.
They will challenge this for
Ball
sure.
is out.
A challenge will be called by Coach
She
Clarence.
was quite sure that there was a touch.
And even our linesman, Coach Ronnie, signaled for a check ball. Of course, our first referee had a good view as well, which means we will be utilizing the technology available for both teams here in this tournament.
Ang daming camera angles yan.
That's right. This won't take long
There is a block
to
touch.
figure out the block touch.
Kasi reaction pa lang nung lahat, di ba? Hindi lang si Deloria
Yes.
after she striked. 2-point lead. Race to 15. Doon lang tayo sigurado dito na magtatapos sa 5th set.
That's right, Coach.
Maizo Puntillas. Serving.
Eroa goes to Mondoñedo, who had to kneel and set that one. Joust between Coronel and Nogales. Zeus takes control. Bump to Gonzaga. Good hustle from both squads. Erica from the pipe. No go. Klo. Estoque. Check by Coronel. Juju. Back to Raagas. Up by Eroa.
Tight.
Had to adjust. Free ball. Push.
Smart. That's Baliton with 2 points here in set 5. One offensive block and that push that will give them a 3-point edge.
That's the joust. Before the point that was won by Galleries, Zeus will be calling their first timeout in this set.
Kunin na natin. Patience lang. Kaya mo yan, we. Ibayin mo.
Okay.
Go, go,
Tayo
go.
ng magandang pasa, ha?
Laban na.
Tiis mo na, Lisa. Gilang. Tagay lang natin.
Sige lang. Oh, ngayon na. Isang focus na yun.
I want to three!
Everybody holding their breath in that last point as Gonzaga was on the floor while Baleton went for that attack. Thankfully, everyone is safe. Everyone is standing up and eager to go on with this game to see who will win between Zeus and Galleries.
May kasunod pa to, ha?
Yes, that's right. We're
Capital
only
One and
in our
next
first
leg,
game,
yes.
Ronnie. Capital One, next lead. High-octane offense,
Yan.
Coach Ronnie. Bella versus, of course, Brooke Van Sickle, who's found a new home. Raagas outside.
Ball is out.
Stops a scoring run para sa Galleries. 4 in the fifth and final set para dito sa Zeus Coffee.
Nogales now heads to the service line. Ace
Service ace.
given up by Raagas. This will be cut down to 1 point. Talking about the lead of Galleries.
And so far, Raagas has been the target.
Service.
A misreception and an ace given up by error. Juju kneels to set Deloria.
Oh, they needed that.
Deloria off the
2
ball.
points here in the fifth set for Deloria.
In one of the rare times that Arroyo couldn't get to that ball. Take a look at that replay. Off the hands of a Thunderbell. The effort was not lost there from
Serving for
Chini.
Galleries. Erica Deloria.
Erica Deloria getting ready to serve now. They hold a 2-point lead. Estoque trying to cut it down to half.
Cross-court hit.
6-7
6-7
is the score. Coach Ronnie, updated tayo dun.
Oo, 6-7. Dapat tama ito, no?
Juju now with the set.
May mga kamay pa si Lars.
Raagas, no go in that attack. Mondoñedo goes to Estoque. Good recovery from Raagas. Just at the net, won by Galleries. Air will push it. Long rally here in set 5. Off the shoulder of Deloria.
Of the hands of
Estoque,
Deloria.
just like Arroyo, tireless worker.
7 all.
Overpowering.
In her first game, 10 points for Wewe Estoque. Coach Ronnie.
Hindi nakapagtataka. The 3-point lead is gone here para sa Galleries.
Erica, straight to the hands of Eroa. Estoque will try for her 11th. No go. Juju to the pipe. Deloria is checked. Rosel will send it to the other side. Joust keeps the rally alive. Estoque rolls it to the other side. Juju will choose Erica off the hands of the blockers.
The block.
This is a big-time clutch player, Erica Raagas. Sent in the fifth and final set, delivering critical points.
Galleries Sour.
And as they score their 8th point of the set, they will switch sides. Lexi Rodriguez has a report for us.
That's right, Miguel and Coach Ronnie. The score is not 6-7 right now, but it's at 8-7. And you know, the high risers, the message is clear from Coach Clarence, and that is to be calm under pressure. How can they execute more when they're under pressure, and making sure that the players are locked in mentally for each point? They need to revisit and redo what they did in the first set. Now, on the other side of the court, the Zeus Thunderbells are facing this head-on, focused to push through fatigue. Now, their coach is reminding them to stay aggressive but smart. At ang pinaka-importante right now ay yung tiwala nila sa isa't isa. Miguel and Coach Ronnie, the next few minutes will be all about who can stay sharper and execute under pressure. But who do you think will do so?
6-7.
Ju, thank you for that report. Lexi, Coach Ronnie, it's hard to tell
8-7. Hindi mo masabi.
with how both of these teams are playing. It's the composure that both of these squads have shown. Galleries coming down from a deficit. Zeus Coffee staying resilient with their aggressiveness on defense as well.
Rallying here in the fifth set. Down by 3 points earlier, tying the scoreline a few moments ago.
And in the past 2 sets, Coach Ronnie, Galleries able to establish a better start to the set instead of yung naghahabol sila.
Dito lang sila
Dikit
lumamang
na.
ng maaga.
Correct.
Na napakahalaga kasi race to 15 lang ito. Pero mabilis naman nakabalik. Sila Mondeñuedo and Estoque at ang kabuuan ng Zeus Coffee for the first win in this All-Filipino Conference in just our 4th play date. Game number 7 pa lang po ito.
Rosel Baliton waiting for the signal to start in the second half of this 5th set. Juju Coronel and Clo Mondoñedo being talked to by our first referee, Mr. Joven Racelis. Making sure everything's in check. Our crew also making sure that the court is safe for all of these players to be
Parang nabasa eh.
That's right.
Oo.
Probably from the changing sides, yung mga coolers na dumaan.
Definitely not on our side kasi giniginaw po kami rito. Binibaw kay Mix, di giniginaw.
Sa init ng aksyon, Coach Ronnie.
Hindi, alam ko kung bakit. Sa haba ng biyahe mo.
Tama, Coach. Kaya I was talking to the crew and I was telling them, kaya nag-5 sets, Coach Ronnie, para sulit.
Sulit naman.
Yung almost 3 hours na drive
sa mga
ko.
ating mga manonood. On a weekend, I'm sure a lot of people are watching.
Yellow card is awarded for Galleries Tower High Rises.
Kasi sa dami ng lipatan ng players, talagang it makes this season more interesting, no? Given the parity and unpredictability of the competition.
Service, Baliton.
Baliton starts off the second half of our 5th set with her team up by 1. Gagate quickly ties it at 8.
This is the way they started in terms of offense. Gagate, Nogales. Busog na busog kay Clo Mondeñuedo. Look at that set. But it was also difficult for Rose Baliton to serve. Kasi tagal na nero nag-aantay.
That's right.
Halfway.
Juju takes a look at her blockers. Goes to the middle this time.
Finally, they activate their middle hitter.
Asis with 8. Coach Ronnie. Rosel with 9. Substitution here for Coach Onyok. Ceballos heads to the match, replacing Estoque. Juju Coronel serving now with a full front line for Galleries. Clo goes to Chini. Blocked by Nang Aiza.
It's not just about scoring on offense. It's about doing the little things that's magnified down the home stretch. That's Aiza Maiso giving her team a 2-point edge.
Ceballos with some trouble there. Arroyo rolls it to the other side, well read by Asis. Free ball, Galleries. Deloria, Coronel to the middle. Off she goes!
That free ball was costly para dito sa Zeus Coffee. And Asis with 2 big points later in the 5th and final set for a 3-point lead for the high risers.
Ayun, nagme-middle activation. May na ba yun?
The coaching staff of the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells acknowledging that Galleries have been activating their middles. Ceballos with another problematic first ball there. Juju goes to the pipe. Deloria rolls it. Gonzaga with a dig. Gagate outside.
Perfect chance to cut the lead to 2 points. Instead, down 4 as we see Galleries 3 points away from winning for the first time since about a year ago. Mga 360 plus days yun, ano?
345,
wow.
Coach, to be exact. Will they end it? Or will it be extended here? Raagas off the hands of Clo. Naangat pa. Arroyo rolls it to the other side. Trouble for Galleries.
This will be challenge for an
There's a
overreach.
challenge on the call by Galleries Tower
Quick
High Risers.
to the button are the Galleries
It's
Tower
either down to
high-risers.
3 or 2 points away for Galleries to close out. They won the first 2 sets, lost sets 3 and 4.
Coach Clarence Esteban, of course, and his coaching staff led by Coach John Abella, able to pull that quickly, getting the point for Galleries.
Clear as day, hindi pa natawid yung bola. 5-point lead, Galleries.
Serving Coronel.
Zeus Coffee has to string up consecutive points.
Juju will be asked to redo her service. No whistle yet for Coronel.
Another protege of Coach Ramil De Jesus. Just like Thea Gagate, among others.
Juju with the serve. Better reception from
Yes.
Ceballos this time.
Gagate.
Better execution of that offense for Zeus.
That's why Ceballos is inside.
Gagate will head to the service line. Take a look at that quick play right away. Mondoñedo, her first options have always been her middles.
Let's see how well the high risers will receive in this next sequence.
If they get the side out here, that's match point. Erica Raagas brings them closer.
Perfect pass coming from Deloria.
Galleries Tower High Risers.
Everyone
That's
standing on
point.
the bench of Galleries. The players can feel it.
They should.
One more point, Coach Ronnie. Zeus Coffee.
For the match.
Will they be able to go on a run? They need to play flawlessly. 1 point given to them.
The decision of Coach Esteban to also field Raagas in the 5th set paid off for them.
Team
Klo.
captain, Rowan Mondoñedo.
Their team captain will serve. Bump set to Nang Aiza. Good save from
Oh.
Ceballos. At the net, Asis finds the line.
3 big points by Asis here in the 5th and final set.
The challenge button will be pushed.
There's a challenge on the
There will be a
last
ball
play
in, ball out
by Zeus
challenge.
Coffee. Ball in.
Before
ball
we
out.
all get excited here, Coach Ronnie.
Of course, of course.
Ball in, ball out.
We just tell the story. What's happening inside is the real score.
Regardless of this result, Gallery still has cushion. Just like
Ball is in.
that, Coach Ronnie, the challenge will be unsuccessful. And after needing to go the distance, the Galleries Tower High Risers take this game, ending their 345-day losing streak to the delight of their fans,
Congratulations
their
to the
coaching
Galleries
staff,
Tower High
their
Risers
players
for winning
here
this
inside
match.
the
This is a-
Inares Center in Montalban.
This is breakthrough for the high risers of Galleries.
25-22.
They take it in 5 sets, 3-2. They take the 5th set, 15-10. We'll be back to wrap this game up.
Coming up next, the Capital One Solar Spikers versus Next Led Chameleons. Stay with us.
After going the distance, Galleries takes it 25-20, 25-22, 23-25, 22-25, and 15-10 to wrap this game up in favor of the girls in teal. Lexi Rodriguez is with our player of the game.
That's right, Miguel and Coach Ronnie. I am with the player of the game. Her first win with the Galleries Tower High Risers, none other than the team captain, Juju Coronel, with 16 excellent sets and 8 points. Oh my gosh, Juju. You know, it's been 345, almost a year, 345 days since the last win of the High Risers. How much does it mean to you to finally grab that first win with this team?
Siyempre, sobrang saya ko talaga na nakuha namin tong panalo na to kasi marami na rin napagdaanan yung team namin, daming changes, and it's our first win with this very new team, with our coaches, with this new system, and I'm just so happy na nag-pay off yung hard work namin.
You know, earlier we were talking about how everyone's been adjusting, even the veterans, even you as well, to the new coaching system. What clicked tonight for the team? Parang sa anong aspeto sa tingin mo worked out for the team tonight?
I think pinangkapitan talaga namin today yung depensa namin. As in, nire-remind din kami nila coach na huwag kaming hihinto for whatever ball may come. Dapat maangat namin ng maangat. Kasi, and I feel like yun din naman yung lumabas sa game namin today. And yung tiwala rin sa isa't isa, yun talaga pinanghahawakan namin.
I know 5 sets, no sign of fatigue, wala man lang sweat. Anything you'd want to say to your fans, your friends, your family as well?
First of all, syempre maraming salamat po sa lahat ng naniniwala sa amin, sa Galleries Tower High Risers. To my mom who's right here watching, thank you for coming here, Mom. I love you. And syempre sa team ko, sa coaches, my teammates, sa managers, thank you so much for your continued support sa amin, sa team namin. And sana subaybayan niyo pa po yung team namin. Abangan niyo kami. This is just the start.
Thank you so much. You're just getting started. Congratulations, Juju, and to the rest of the High Risers. Back to you, Coach Ronnie and Miguel.
Thank you, Lexi. Congratulations, Juju. It only took Coach Clarence 2 games to get his first win here in the PVL. But after that high-intensity matchup, we're in for another thriller. It will be the Capital One Solar Spikers going up against the new look Next Led Chameleons here inside the Inares Center in Montalban. On behalf of the crew, Miguel de Guzman, Coach Ronnie Magsano, Lexi Rodriguez, you're watching the 2026 All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League.